Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure, delight to be greeting all our very esteemed guest speakers. This MSA Siddiqui. Our gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Ashutosh Karnatak, Shri A.K. Tyagi, former chairman, Mekon Limited, Government of India Enterprise, and to Mr. S. Ravishankar, the director of Inner Globe Academy.
And I extend a warm welcome to everyone for this CSR award function organized by CSR Times.
धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे 8वें राष्ट्रीय CSR सम्मेलन और अवार्ड्स के लिए आज आमंत्रित किया है। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि CSR टाइम्स ने इस विशाल मंच पर उन्हें पहचान देने के लिए
8वें राष्ट्रीय CSR सम्मेलन और अवार्ड के इस बेमिसाल कार्यक्रम का
Thank you so very much, sir, for giving your perspective and, in fact, inspiring everyone with your address. I'm sure with your address.
Close to 10,000 crore rupees that came from different companies to the PM Care, and it was suggested, it was also requested that such money should also be spent for the relief.
Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure, delight to be greeting all our very esteemed guest speakers, our eminent delegates and participants who have joined us. Welcoming all of you on behalf of CSR Times to the 8th National CSR Summit and Awards 2021. And one of the major highlights of today, ladies and gentlemen, is a presentation of the CSR Times Awards. And also a word about the organizers. CSR Times, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, is a leading publication that reaches out to robust readership from business owners to bureaucrats, covers news, views, interviews, write-ups, facts, figures, and more on the corporate social responsibility aspect. CSR Times also provides a much-needed platform for the corporates and the individuals to highlight their contributions towards the welfare of society. And apart from the publication, CSR Times, along with its sister concerns, have been organizing summits, workshops, panel discussions, award functions in India as well as abroad for now over 2 decades. And then, ladies and gentlemen, these awards, these events, which have been graced by very prominent people, national as well as international personalities, senior leaders, union ministers, heads of PSUs, corporates, NGOs, and the others. And in fact, these awards, as we present, they go beyond the trophies and the citations. They salute the very spirit of the individuals, the organizations, from corporates to NGOs to government and public sector undertakings, who go beyond their business considerations into demonstrating serious social commitments, believing that what is good for their people, for their society, for their environment, for their surrounding is also good for their business. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you see, it's a very cyclic process, and it also finds its roots into our age-old belief that the good you do, the good comes back to you. And thus, CSR is also a part of the process of wealth creation and providing a competitive advantage. So to simply put it together, it is consideration for your people, your planet, and then profit in that particular order. And thus these awards recognize these companies as a good, responsive, responsible, aware, and conscious corporate citizens. As we present these awards, we would also like to thank our esteemed jury members, for whom it was a very humongous task in selecting the winners. So a big thank you to Justice MSA Siddiqui, former Justice and Chairman, National Commission for Minority Education Institutions, Government of India. Our gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Ashutosh Karnatak, the former CMD GAIL and member technical APTEL, Government of India. Shri A.K. Tyagi, former chairman, Mekon Limited, Government of India Enterprise, and to Mr. S. Ravishankar, the director of Inner Globe Academy. And as we now open the summit, at the very onset, I would like to invite Mr. S. Ravishankar, the Executive Jury Member for CSR Times Awards 2021, for his words of welcome. Sir, as you're also our esteemed jury members, I would also like to request you if you can apprise our August gathering about the process of evaluation and selection for the awards. Over to Mr. Ravishankar.
And I extend a warm welcome to everyone for this CSR award function organized by CSR Times. CSR Times has been organizing this event, the CSR award function, for more than a decade now, and this event has emerged as one of the prestigious events in the CSR world. That one can see from the number of responses and the number of organizations that are participating in this event, and CSR Times has carved itself a good name in this place and has also recognized a number of organizations over a period of time, and which is a great encouragement to all the organizations, NGOs, foundations who are working towards the betterment of the society. There has been an overwhelming response to this award function, with large-scale participation from some of the largest private and public sector as well as multinational organizations in this event. Participation from prestigious NGOs, well-established NGOs and foundations, as well as a number of MSME organizations. This list of participating organizations has been continuously expanding, and this time we have got some of the well-established and well-known organizations who have participated in this CSR award event. And the importance and value of this event, the fact that it has increased over a period of time, can be seen from the participation of both the industry as well as the societal organizations. So with this brief background, I extend a very, very warm welcome to the chief guest, Mr. Ajay Bhatt, Honorable Minister of State for Defence and Tourism, Government of India. Welcome to you, sir. We have our guest of honor today, Mr. Srirang Appa Barne, Honorable Member of Parliament. On behalf of CSR Times, we extend a very, very warm welcome to both our guests today. This award function had a distinguished panel of jury members who had actually kindly consented to go through this whole jury process and select the final winners. The jury was headed by the jury chairman, Justice M.S.A. Siddiqui, former Justice and Chairman, National Commission for Minority Education. He was the chairman of the jury, and in the jury we had other distinguished members, Dr. Ashutosh Karnatak, former CMD, GAIL, and Member Technical of Appellate Tribunal for Electricity, Government of India. We had Mr. A.K. Tyagi, former Chairman, Mecon Limited, Mr. Ravi Shankar, Secretary, Indian Achievers Forum, and Director and CEO of Seresta Academy, and Mr. Harish Chandra, who is the editor of CSR Times. In fact, this time we had an overwhelming response compared to last few years, much higher response during this time. In spite of all the pandemic and challenges the industry and the society is facing, the number of responses has been quite overwhelming. And the CSR Times team has done an exceptional job in compiling all the data and all the achievements of various organizations and presenting it before the jury. So kudos to the entire CSR Times team for doing a commendable job. In fact, to get into some numbers, the number of queries we had received was more than 500 during this for this award ceremony, and the nominations received ultimately was from 138 organizations, and out of which, after doing the preliminary shortlisting, we had eligible nominations for the first round of screening was 95 out of that 138. And we received the maximum number of nominations in the COVID category. Especially in a lot of organizations have done extremely good work to meet the challenge of this pandemic, both during 2020 and 2021. And in fact, the work done by all these organizations to meet the COVID challenges in terms of whether it is health or whether it is for food or whether it is for taking care of people, it was exceptional. And so that category received the maximum number of nominations. And after going through all the 95 shortlisted nominations from various categories, and after due deliberations over 2 rounds of discussion and a long number of hours spent by the jury members who had kindly consented to get into full details and spend a lot of time in order to really choose the winners of this award event. And after due deliberations, the jury has selected actually 20 winners for the gold award, 25 silver awardees, and 26 bronze awardees, and there are a few special awards as well. So total put together 71 awards have been selected for this year. And on behalf of CSR Times, we congratulate all the winners of this CSR award, and we also wish them all the best, and we wish that they continue to do their good work in this area, because Indian society requires a lot of their contribution, their innovation, and their support. And these organizations, the winners, have proved that they have been doing exceptional jobs and they will continue to do it. And we also compliment all the other participating organizations who have done exceptional work. But from the point of view of the jury, we had to select a set of organizations out of the total responses. And so overall, kudos to all the organizations who had participated in this program. On behalf of CSR Times, I once again welcome everyone to this program, and our special thanks to the chief guests today, the chief guest as well as the guest of honor. And we also thank all the jury members and welcome them to this program. And we welcome all the participants to this program. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi Shankar. Thank you for apprising us about the process of selection and also setting the context for the day. And may I now request our distinguished guests. We are very honored to have Mr. Ajay Bhatt, the Honorable Minister of State for Defence and Tourism, Government of India. Thank you so very much, sir, for taking our time and joining us in these awards and in our summit. And we now look forward to your views and perspective. Over to you, sir.
सबसे पहले मैं श्री हरीश चंद्र उनियाल, एडिटर CSR टाइम्स, जूरी चेयरमैन पूर्व न्यायाधीश MSA सिद्दीकी जी एवं जूरी मेंबर्स डॉक्टर आशुतोष कर्नाटक जी, श्री AK त्यागी एवं श्री S रविशंकर को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे 8वें राष्ट्रीय CSR सम्मेलन और अवार्ड्स के लिए आज आमंत्रित किया है। मैं वास्तव में इस उल्लेखनीय आयोजन का हिस्सा बनकर सम्मानित महसूस कर रहा हूं। जब आज पूरी दुनिया हम सब के सबसे बड़े दुश्मन कोरोना वायरस के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ने की कोशिश कर रही है, एक भारतीय के रूप में मुझे गर्व महसूस हो रहा है कि श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के अद्भुत नेतृत्व में देश ने 1 अरब से अधिक लोगों का सफलतापूर्वक टीकाकरण किया है। यह कई अन्य देशों के लिए भी एक उल्लेखनीय उपलब्धि है। सरकार अपनी जिम्मेदारी बखूबी निभा रही है और मैं इस सच से अधिक प्रसन्न हूं कि इस कठिन समय में ऐसे संगठन और लोग हैं जिन्होंने समाज की भलाई के लिए काम करने की अपनी जिम्मेदारी से मुंह नहीं फेरा है। अपनी कारपोरेट सामाजिक जिम्मेदारियों को इतनी अच्छी तरह से निभाने के लिए वे सभी प्रशंसा के पात्र हैं। इस तरह के अथक प्रयासों की सराहना की जानी चाहिए और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि CSR टाइम्स ने इस विशाल मंच पर उन्हें पहचान देने के लिए यह पहल की है। मैं उन सभी लोगों का तहे दिल से आभार प्रकट करता हूं जिन्होंने अपनी कारपोरेट सामाजिक जिम्मेदारी निभाने में अपनी भूमिका को ईमानदारी से निभाया है और CSR टाइम्स पुरस्कार जीतने के लिए मेरी ओर से आप सभी को हार्दिक बधाई भी देता हूं। मुझे यकीन है कि पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने से न केवल आप समाज की बेहतरी के लिए और अधिक काम करने के लिए प्रेरित होंगे, बल्कि दूसरों को भी अपने बताए रास्ते पर चलने के लिए प्रेरित करेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
And with this, we'd also like to thank our guest of honor, Sri Rangappa Barni, Member of Parliament, for joining with us today. Let's hear his enlightening words on this occasion.
8वें राष्ट्रीय CSR सम्मेलन और अवार्ड के इस बेमिसाल कार्यक्रम का मुझे हिस्सा बनकर मैं बहुत गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहा हूं। आप सभी विजेता को मेरी तरफ से शुभकामना। हम सामाजिक प्राणी हैं और एक दूसरे के विकास के भागीदार भी हैं। हमारा मुख्य उद्देश्य है आप सभी विजेता सामाजिक जिम्मेदारी को निभाते हुए देश को नए मुकाम पर पहुंचाने में योगदान दे रहे हैं। आगे भी आप लोग इसी तरह अपना कर्तव्य निभाते हुए नई ऊंचाइयां छुए और अन्य लोगों को भी प्रेरित करें। एक बार फिर आप सभी विजेताओं को CSR टाइम के अधिकारियों को मेरी तरफ से ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so very much, sir, for giving your perspective and, in fact, inspiring everyone with your address. I'm sure with your address, all the awardees who are going to be presented the awards, they stand extremely elated and more motivated and more confident. Thank you so very much, sir. And at the very onset, let me thank all our partners in success, our sponsors, without whose support and help we could not have organized such a mega event. And so many thanks to QNet, to LIC, and to Canara Bank. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we express our thanks to our sponsors, we have their presentations. The very first presentation is of QNet.
I'm often asked, what makes QNet so unique? Well, many things, but if I could summarize it in one word, it would be rhythm. Raise yourself to help mankind. I've been in the company for more than 21 years, and I could still clearly remember when the founders told us about rhythm. They said this is the purpose of everything that we do. This is our why. This is our DNA. This DNA is cascaded throughout the entire organization to our employees, customers, and our network. Rhythm is what sets us apart from everyone else. Rhythm is what drives our business. We are especially proud of the foundation that carries the name and spirit of rhythm all over the world, helping local communities. Another beautiful thing, whenever you buy a product from QNet, a part of the proceeds will go to the Rhythm Foundation. This allows the foundation to work with grassroots organizations in developing countries to bring about sustainable change.
Rhythm Foundation has been empowering lives and transforming communities since 2005. Working with over 115 partner organizations in Southeast Asia, India, Sri Lanka, and Sub-Saharan Africa, the foundation has impacted the lives of more than 50,000 people, including children and adolescent girls from vulnerable communities in many developing countries. Since its inception, Rhythm Foundation has completed more than 50 sustainable community projects in over 40 locations around the world. The foundation is the corporate heartbeat of the company, guided by the values of our founders and driven by the passion of our network and employees. Rhythm Foundation strives to empower people to take charge of their lives and realize their dreams. The foundation works with vulnerable communities around the world in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
One of the most amazing things about QNet is our culture of volunteering in our employees. In the true spirit of rhythm, our employees around the world volunteer their time each month to worthy causes in their local communities. They have volunteered their time to a wide range of activities, including beach cleanup, helping out orphanages and old age homes, planting trees, blood donation drives, soup kitchen, and feeding the homeless. We understand the importance of giving back to the community. Our networkers around the world carry the mission of Rhythm with them. They don't just believe in working towards success through business. They are driven by the desire to make a difference in the lives of others. So whether you're in India, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, or Africa, QNet networkers are working towards making a positive impact wherever they are. Rhythm, raise yourself to help mankind. This is what makes us who we are. This is what makes us unique. Let us continue to help communities rise above and beyond.
Thank you once again to QNet.
Where there is life, There is hope, there is meaning. But life has its downs as much as its ups. Life is about challenges. Life is about opportunities. Time for joy, time for celebration, and time to introspect. Thankfully, in every one of life's moments, and even beyond life itself, there's LIC. Where there is life, there's always LIC. Zindagi ke saath bhi, zindagi ke baad bhi.
Many thanks to LIC for their support, and our very esteemed next partner is Canara Bank. We have the presentation of Canara Bank now.
हर पल करे खुशियों की सवारी, अब शान से चलाए हम अपनी गाड़ी।
Canara Car Loan, Canara Bank. Together we can.
Thank you to Canara Bank. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of the day, that's the presentation of the CSR Times Awards. These awards, ladies and gentlemen, were instituted in the year 2014. And today, as we present these awards, these are the 8th edition of the CSR Times Awards. In fact, we are really happy to share with you that this time we received almost 500 plus inquiries, of which 138 were nominated, and out of which 95 were eligible entries. And finally, out of these 95, we are going to be presenting the awards. We declare them as the winners and the awardees today. So under the Gold Award, we are going to be presenting awards to some 20 individuals and organizations, Silver to 25, and Bronze Awards to 26 organizations and individuals. These awards are given to remarkable CSR projects in 17 categories at pan-India level, namely in the categories of education, healthcare, skill development, women empowerment, green and environment stewardship, livelihoods, water conservation and management, Swachh Bharat, which covers sanitation, health and hygiene. Then we have in environment, climate, forest, river and water waves, rural development and infrastructure. We also have special categories of old age, specially abled, armed forces, and the others. Sports promotion, promoting national heritage, slum area development, CSR Professional of the Year, COVID-19, and then other categories of like eradicating extreme hunger, poverty, and malnutrition. And as I mentioned earlier, these awards are going to be presented as we present in these categories. It's going to be the gold, the silver, and the bronze award. So, ladies and gentlemen, in each of these categories, we have 3 awards. They are going to be the gold, the silver, and the bronze awards, which are going to be presented. So, I think it's time now to roll out the red carpet for our awardees. So, here we go.
मुझे जॉब छोड़ा फिर भी सो कूल।
ब्रो, नए चैलेंजेस नए मौके लाते हैं।
अच्छा?
सीरियसली राहुल, मेरा पूरा घर नाउ इट्स एन ऑनलाइन रिटेल स्टोर। देख।
वाओ, लेकिन पैसे?
कुछ साल पहले दिवाली बोनस को इन्वेस्ट किया था।
और अब तो है LIC का यूलिप प्लान निवेश प्लस। एक बार इन्वेस्ट करो, इंश्योरेंस से सुरक्षा का लाभ और मार्केट की बढ़त का फायदा दोनों पाओ।
वन सेक राहुल।
मैडम, यू आर डबल कूल।
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we begin with the Lifetime Achievement Award, and this is an award to an individual, an outstanding personality, and we are so happy to announce that this time this award is being given to a woman of substance. Ladies and gentlemen, the CSR Time feels proud to confer the Lifetime Achievement Award on Dr. Mini Bodhanwala. Dr. Mini Bodhanwala is an Indian business executive and entrepreneur. She is the CEO of Naurozi Wadia Maternity Hospital and by Zerbai Wadia Hospital for Children in Mumbai. She's also board member and director of several Wadia Group organizations and companies. She, ladies and gentlemen, is an individual holding a rich experience of 34 years with exceptional liaison, teamwork, leadership, and organizational abilities to thrive in this fast-paced, result-oriented business environment. Many congratulations to Dr. Bodhanwala. And ladies and gentlemen, we have also received an acceptance message by her. Let's listen in to her message.
Hi, I'm Dr. Minnie Bodhanwala. I would like to thank CSR Times for the Lifetime Achievement Award bestowed on me. This is a great opportunity and a motivation for me to continue doing the work I have been doing. Today I feel that whatever I have done is still less, and it's just the beginning of what work I'm doing. To see the smile on children, mothers and other people's faces is something which gives me joy out of this work. Thank you CSR Times for this.
Moving on, we now have the Gold Awards. And the very first Gold Award in the government sector is being conferred on Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited. They being recognized for their project Bunyad, building sustainable infrastructures in the category of rural development and infrastructure. GSECL has tried to include aspects through the entire life of a person, right from constructing, renovating Anganwadis, schools, hostels, ashram shalas, to old age homes, renovating crematoriums and basic needs like water tanks, water pipelines, drainage, building roads, bus stops, installing street lights, building cattle sheds, water facility for cattle, and many more. We thank them and congratulate them for their extensive work which they are doing for the society. Many congratulations to them. And we have also received the acceptance message by Shri M. Prasanna Kumar, the Managing Director. Let's listen in to his message.
At the outset, I appreciate CSR Times for this initiative of CSR Awards. Power generation and wealth generation are not the only things that we as an institute are involved in. When we live in a society, the well-being of its people and our environment also becomes our concern and responsibility in giving back to the society and work for their upliftment. Gujarat State Electricity Corporation has benchmarked the name of infrastructure sector. We believe that a functioning and resilient infrastructure is the foundation of every successful community. The foundation is important and so is the building. Without them, the embellishments and frills are meaningless. That is where we decided to focus. When it is easy for any CSR team to do small, short-term and seemingly visible projects, we choose to focus on core issues at the grassroots level since inception. JCCL has tried to include all the aspects throughout the entire life of a person, right from constructing and renovating Anganwadis, schools, hostels, old age homes, renovating crematoriums, and basic needs like water, roads, bus stops, street lights, etc. And we choose these particularly because our need assessment survey indicated that infrastructure sector is a neglected area for various reasons over the years. With this aim to lay the foundation of a strong, safe and secure environment to be born into, grow up and till the last ritual ceremony. This is truly a glorious moment for the company and the whole team. We are thankful to all the jury members and the team of CSR Times for this gold award in the infrastructure and rural development. We will endeavor in continue this streak. Also, I dedicate this award to our JCCL team members and their families for their dedicated and committed efforts in CSR activities and facilitating and getting this award. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The next gold award in the PSU category is conferred on SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, for the project Swalamban Silai School in the category of Women Empowerment. SIDBI and Usha International Limited, through its social wing Usha Social Services, collaborated to fulfill the objective of creating women-led micro-enterprises within the rural landscape and enable financial independence. The program, ladies and gentlemen, has benefited 16,982 women from disadvantaged sections by building new skills, opening new avenues of self-employment and income augmentation through home preneurship. Must I mention, 79% of the women are from SC, ST, and OBC categories. Many congratulations to them. We also received a message from the Chairman and Managing Director, Shri Siva Subramanian Raman. Let's listen in to his message.
Yes, started.
As a responsible development financial institution, we at SIDBI lay emphasis on inclusive, innovative, and impact-oriented engagements. SIDBI has proactively adopted social responsibility agenda, within which our endeavor has been to respond quickly to crisis situations and community needs, as also strengthening the environment. Identifying the efficacy of entrepreneurship as a potent tool of women empowerment, SIDBI and Usha International, through its social wing, Usha Social Services, have collaborated to create and nurture a sizable number of women-led micro-entrepreneurs within the rural landscape to foster their financial independence and social upliftment. While introducing entrepreneurship culture in Bharat, rural India, the unique partnership between SIDBI and Usha has skilled nearly 17,000 women in 24 districts across 7 states, thereby creating homepreneurs in stitching and sewing crafts and presenting a catalytic model with significant replication potential. I'm happy to note that SIDBI's concerted efforts in the CSR domain have been recognized by the esteemed jury of the CSR Times. Conferring Gold Award under the category Women Empowerment reaffirms our resolve of embedding subsistence with sustenance. I would like to convey my congratulations to the entire SIDBI team for this achievement. Thank you.
The next Gold Award in the PSU category is conferred on Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. They being recognized for the project Integrated Watershed Management at Kalahandi, Odisha, in the category of Water Conservation and Management. The overall goal of this project is to implement integrated watershed management practices to increase productivity and to improve livelihood and nutrition on a sustainable basis through science-led crop diversification using climate-smart crops and disseminating knowledge of improved integrated water management practices for enhancing the impact through action-oriented participatory capacity-building initiatives using state-of-the-art learning. Congratulations to them. The next Gold Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the sector PSU and in the category of Swachh Bharat initiatives is conferred on NTPC Limited, being recognized for the project Revival and Operation of Municipal Solid Waste Management Plant, Kasada, Varanasi. The project prevents the spread of various infectious and chronic diseases by proper waste management. It has contributed to employment generation. RDF is used to power a 200 kilowatt waste to energy plant built by NTPC. This has resulted in reduced GHG emissions, and in addition, proper waste disposal and handling reduce both soil and groundwater contamination. May I request Mr. Pramod Kumar Sahu, the AGM CSR, inviting him for his acceptance speech.
Good morning, one and all, who are present in this virtual award ceremony of CSR Times. Respected jury members, members of CSR Times, I, on behalf of NTPC, extend my heartiest gratitude for conferring us CSR Times Award 2021 in Gold category. We are humbled to receive this award. I thank all my top management leaders to guide us and motivate us to give our best for taking CSR journey of NTPC to the benchmark level. For NTPC, CSR is a commitment. It is beyond compliance. We feel that the society, which is the cause of our existence, should be looked after with compassion and empathy. With this view and the vision of NTPC to be the best power utility, we want to achieve to be the best power utility in CSR field also. Thank you very much, one and all.
The next Gold Award is in the sector Corporate, category COVID, and this is being conferred on Vedanta Limited Lanjigarh, being recognized for the project COVID Readiness Program. Vedanta has supplied 25,000 triple-layer surgical masks, 600 medical gowns, 60,000 surgical gloves, and 5,000 hand sanitizer bottles to hospitals, added to the income of the women from the tribal community whose husbands had lost sources of income due to COVID-19 outbreak and immediate lockdown. Extremely beneficial for parents to ensure continuity in children's education through video VRS content as per Odisha government's Arunima curriculum for preschooling. Many congratulations to them, and I would now like to request Shri Govind Gopal Pal, the Deputy CEO, Alumina Business, for his acceptance speech.
This is indeed a very proud moment for all of us here at Vedanta Lanjigarh that we have been acknowledged for our COVID readiness program and awarded the CSR Time Awards 2021 under the Gold category. This prestigious recognition bears the testimony of our continued endeavor towards supporting the local community and reaffirming our commitments towards them, especially during the extremely testing times of COVID-19. I wholeheartedly thank the organizer CSR Times for this felicitation, congratulate the team for their relentless efforts in this journey, and wish them more passion and grit towards building a better and healthier community. Thank you all.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is a Gold Award in the corporate sector under the category. And herein we have two categories in which they are going to be receiving the award: the education category and the environment, climate, forest, river, waterways category. This prestigious award, ladies and gentlemen, is being conferred on IndusInd Bank. They being recognized for their project School Academic Improvement Program and Water Resource Development and Management. Under the School Academic Improvement Program, students and teachers are also trained by disseminating unique teaching ideas, approaches, and concepts. In another program, education centers establish run group tuitions to assist children from low-income families with the necessary education and knowledge support, help them pass class 10th. It also intends to reduce the dropouts and encourage them for salaried employment. And in the next category, it was the Water Resource Development and Management Project, which has been recognized. This project works to restore degraded and water-scarce landscapes and improve water harvesting capacity by building structural barriers. On the demand side, it tries to address less remunerative agriculture through awareness on the adaptation and best cropping practices, soil conservation, and optimum water use. While it revives the ecosystem and provides water security, the socio-economic conditions of the mainly agrarian community are also impacted. And ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate them, we've also received a video message from Ms. Matilda Lobo, the CSR head. Let's listen in to her message.
A big thank you to the CSR Times and its jury for nominating and awarding IndusInd Bank the CSR Times Gold Award for Water Resource Management and Development. At IndusInd, we believe good ecology is good business. Beyond its business activities, under CSR brand Sattvam, which means goodness, we are committed in creating a greener planet. Under environmental sustainability, our mission is ecological and environmental restoration, supporting concrete steps against fight of climate change and environmental degradation through afforestation, waste management, renewable energy, and water stewardship. Under water stewardship, we support watershed management, springshed management, rainwater harvesting, lake rejuvenation, and many other programs which will ensure that we are supporting water and soil restoration, which will ensure that we have a healthy and greener planet. Thank you once again on behalf of the management and the CSR team for awarding us this award. Thank you.
And the next gold award in the corporate sector under the category of healthcare is awarded to Zydus Group. They being recognized for their project, Zydus Hospital and Medical College, The Horde. Zydus Medical College and Hospital, the CSR program of the Zydus Group, is operational in the Horde district of Gujarat. The Zydus Medical College and Hospital The Horde has brought a significant positive impact to the community. During the COVID pandemic, the healthcare fraternity's biggest challenge was containment of the coronavirus, diagnosis, and treatment of the patients. Many congratulations to them for the excellent work. And now I would like to invite Dr. Sanjay Kumar, the CEO of Zydus Medical College and Hospital The Horde, for his acceptance message.
Warm greetings from Zydus Medical College and Hospital to one and all. I thank the esteemed jury of Times CSR Award for granting Zydus Medical College and Hospital the Gold Award in the Healthcare Services category. I accept this award on behalf of Chairman of Zydus Foundation, Sri Pankaj Patel Sir, and I am also thankful to all my fellow clinicians, the nursing staff, the paramedics, the support staff, and all the staff of Zydus Medical College and Hospital who were serving during this pandemic crisis. I dedicate this award to all those healthcare workers who lost their life while serving during this pandemic crisis. Thank you so much.
The next gold award, ladies and gentlemen, in the corporate sector under the category of skill development, being awarded to Petronet LNG. They're being recognized for their project Skill Development Program with CPET. Petronet LNG Limited, through its CSR arm, Petronet LNG Foundation, is imparting skill development programs for local underprivileged youth on plastic technology in Kochi, Kerala, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, Murthal in Haryana, and Baddi in Himachal Pradesh, in collaboration with the Centers of Central Institute of Plastics Engineering and Technology, that's CPET, now which has been renamed as the Central Institute of Petrochemicals Engineering and Technology. Many congratulations to the entire team of Petronet LNG, and let's now listen in to their acceptance message. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move to the next award, the awardee has bagged both the gold and the silver award. So in the corporate sector, under the category Green and Environment Stewardship, the winner is Dabur India Limited. Dabur India Limited being recognized for the project Herbal Kingdom. Being a transnational enterprise with a portfolio of products based on natural ingredients comes with important responsibilities beyond operating a profitable business. Their environment sustainability strategy aims to preserve ecosystems, halting the accelerated loss of biodiversity through programs to protect rare medical herbs from extinction, promote sustainable cultivation of rare herbs, understand environmental challenges associated with cultivating herbs, and support farmers to take up beekeeping. We congratulate their work on environment. And ladies and gentlemen, Dabur India Limited has also bagged the Silver Award in the category of COVID, being recognized for the project Beating the Pandemic. Dabur has been working with the government and development agencies across the country in providing long-term infrastructure and support to communities in fighting any likely new wave of COVID that may emerge. With livelihood avenues drying up in rural India, engage community members and train them for stitching face masks to meet the growing need for these preventive cares in rural India. Many congratulations to Dabur India Limited. And we now have the CEO of Dabur India Limited, Mr. Mohit Malhotra. May I request you, sir, for your acceptance message on this occasion.
Thank you, esteemed members of the jury, for honoring Dabur for this environment and sustainability initiative. This initiative is extremely close to my heart and also one of my passions to pursue. as also to the enterprise as Dabur. Being a transnational enterprise with a portfolio of products which are based on nature and Ayurvedic ingredients, we understand that we are so much responsible for not just being operating a profitable enterprise, but also responsible to the herbal kingdom. And that's why we called it a herbal kingdom program, which is aimed at preserving the ecosystem and halting the accelerated loss of biodiversity that is taking place in the country. It is a matter of great pride for me to tell you that Dabur is directly and indirectly giving engagement and employment to around 7,000 farmers all India, and under our biodiversity initiative, and around 5,000 acres of land is under cultivation. We buy back a lot of these herbs and medicinal plants from farmers, thereby giving them occupation and prosperity. I once again thank you for acknowledging our initiatives and encouraging us with this award. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next gold award in the category of education and under the corporate foundation sector, the awardee is SRF Foundation. They being recognized for their project, Rural Education Program. Under the REP, 4 programs were run, that is Kids Smart, Udan, Support My School Program, and Avishkar. 100% construction and renovation of toilets, drinking water, science lab, library, sports, etc. A conducive environment was given to encourage students' attendance. SMC and parents' committees were formed, and members were made aware of their roles and responsibilities. As we congratulate them, we have Dr. Y. Suresh Reddy, the director of SRF Foundation, giving his acceptance message.
Thank you, CSR Times, for giving this award to SRF Foundation. This is the 4th time we are receiving this award. Earlier, we received 2014, 2015 in the field of education, 2019 in the category of corporate foundation. In 2021, we are receiving it for our rural education program. It means a lot to us. It reinforces our commitment, our passion further. And thank you again for honoring us with this prestigious award. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the Gold Awards, and in the category of healthcare under the corporate foundation sector, the next awardee is Apollo Tyres Limited. They being recognized for their project Healthcare Program for Trucking Community. The organization launched preventive healthcare programs for its key stakeholders, the truck drivers. It provides healthcare services such as prevention of HIV/AIDS, vision care, awareness of tuberculosis, COVID support, and detection of non-communicable diseases such as diabetes and high blood pressure. They have established 31 healthcare centers covering 19 states in large transshipment hubs across the country. Congratulations to them. And ladies and gentlemen, let's now listen in to the message of Ms. Renika Grover, the Head Sustainability and CSR of Apollo Tyres Limited.
On behalf of Apollo Tyres Foundation, I'd like to thank CSR Times for recognizing us and giving us this Gold Category Award in the area of healthcare. We are absolutely privileged and an honor to be receiving this award from the forum. In fact, this is the 2nd time we have been recognized in the healthcare segment by CSR Times. Thank you so much. Healthcare program is a flagship program for us, and we continue to deliver our services serving our truck drivers community. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Gold Award in the category of COVID under the corporate foundation sector being awarded to DLF Foundation. They being recognized for the project Outstanding Work during COVID pandemic. The project addresses the healthcare challenges underprivileged communities face in the urban slums. The DLF Primary Health Center provides quality healthcare every year through experienced doctors and paramedics. DLF Foundation has touched all fields from health facilities to the care of cattle to education and has supported them. We now listen in to the message of Srimati Gayatri Paul, the CEO of DLF Foundation.
It is my honor and privilege to receive the Gold CSR Times Award 2021 on behalf of the DLF Foundation for the outstanding work during the COVID pandemic. This has been a challenging period for all of us, and I dedicate this award to each and every member of the DLF group who took the lead and supported in the COVID relief work. Many of them I know were up day and night assisting those in need. I would also like to thank the CSR Times organization for recognizing our work with this award and hope that the future holds better days free of the pandemic. Thank you.
The next Gold Award in the category of COVID under the NGO sector is being awarded to American India Foundation. They being recognized for the project AIF COVID Relief Response. AIF has set up 51 oxygen plants across 16 states in India to make hospitals self-reliant for future COVID-19 exigencies and ensure long-term relief for people in need of the medical oxygen each year. The beneficiaries are glad that they had the right guidance at the right time about the COVID-19 vaccination and broke the myth about its side effects. Let's now listen in to their acceptance message.
Good evening, my name is Matthew Joseph and I'm the Country Director for the American India Foundation. I feel humbled to receive this award on behalf of the organization for the work we've done on COVID during the last 1 year. As an organization, AIF has the mandate to intervene in humanitarian emergencies. In fact, we were born as an organization to take up relief efforts for the Gujarat earthquake way back in 2001. Thereafter, we were part of almost every emergency in India, including the Uttarakhand floods, tsunami, Kerala floods, and now COVID relief. Starting in April 2020, when the first COVID wave hit India, AIF geared up to offer support to the public health system and frontline battling this pandemic. This included equipment like ventilators to hospitals, PPE, masks, hand sanitizers, etc., to doctors, nurses, municipal workers, police, ASHA, and others. AIF also supported the migrant workers who were in camps during the lockdown through provision of protective kits and ration kits. We really came into action during the second COVID wave when AIF took a massive exercise ramping up the emergency health infrastructure across the country. We worked in all 28 states of India, having supplied 5,500 hospital-grade oxygen concentrators, which were absolute the need of the hour at the time. We have set up 51 oxygen plants to ensure long-term medical oxygen supply to hospitals where COVID patients have been housed. We worked on setting up portable modular hospitals with 3,500 oxygenated beds across multiple states. We facilitated the donation of 30,000 single-use ventilators for use by COVID patients in government hospitals. In addition, we have supported various governments with other equipment such as oxygen cylinders, cold storage units, ventilators, BiPAP machines, and consumables like PPE, N95 masks, etc., which was needed at various points of time. Currently, we are immersed in our vaccination efforts to reach 1 million people from the most at-risk populations. I must thank the Government of India and various state governments for their cooperation. I sincerely acknowledge the support of hundreds of government officials and hospital personnel across different states for their work. They truly are the unsung heroes for their support and active engagement in relief efforts. I thank our donors, without whom we couldn't have done what we did, and our board leadership for driving this entire initiative.
The next Gold Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of education under the NGO sector is awarded to CSRL, being recognized for their project CSRL Super 30. CSRL Super 30 transforms the lives of engineering aspirants by providing them with 1 year of free residential coaching and mentorship for admission to IITs, NITs, and the others. The well-thought-out system of residential mentoring focuses on one-to-one relationship with their students and enables them to invest in their holistic development. meticulous efforts are made to mold them into empowered and conscious individuals. Many congratulations to them, and I would now like to invite Ms. Meenakshi Shahi, the Director Marketing and Business Development of CSRL, for her acceptance message.
Hi, it feels immense pleasure to receive the award in the gold category for CSRL. I really appreciate the kindness and the mindset that has flown in giving us this award. In fact, this is the 4th award that we have got from CSR Times, and I really appreciate the fact that they have identified the work area. They have acknowledged what efforts has been put in, because gold category award matters a lot. The kind of efforts they put in to acknowledging and appreciating the people who are working towards the development is really appreciated. And I once again thank CSR Times for the good work they are doing. Thank you.
The next gold award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the healthcare category under the NGO sector, being awarded to Give India, being recognized for the project India COVID Response Fund 2 ICRF2 Healthcare. Give India's healthcare efforts as part of the ICRF2 has reached 27 states and 2 union territories with 562 crore rupees committed to various health-related projects. Give India reached an estimated 15 lakh citizens each month with its healthcare interventions. Give India coordinated with all stakeholders, hospitals, NGOs, district collectors, municipal corporations, state and central governments as a part of ICRF2. Let's listen in to now their acceptance message.
Thank you, CSR Times, for this award. It means a lot to us. The resilience that Corporate Inc. has shown in these testing times to come together, pool and resource, and support large healthcare interventions with Give India, right from setting up oxygen generation plants, to procuring concentrators, cylinders, to setting up COVID care centers, to driving large vaccination camps through the Vaccinate India program. A big thank you to all our partners for their support. Lastly, a huge shout out to every Give Indian. The India COVID Response Fund would not have been possible without all of you. This award is to us. Thank you.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the next gold award in the category of women empowerment under the NGO sector, being awarded to Kamal Nayan Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation. They being recognized for the project empowering rural women through their self-help groups. In the Wardha district, the program had expanded over 700 villages, benefiting 1,17,498 families and strengthening the livelihood of 5,75,746 rural people. NABARD has launched eShakti, a digitization project of all self-help groups in the country. This, ladies and gentlemen, is to help promote the national agenda of financial inclusion and pave the way for the credibility of SHG data, which credit institutions can later use to reduce the issues related to multiple financing by the banks. Many congratulations to them. The next gold award in the category of rural development and infrastructure in the NGO sector being awarded to Sir Neswadia Foundation. They being recognized for the project Village Development Program. Through this project, many farmers learn modern farming techniques and can do farming cost efficiently by forming groups. Around 1,000 beneficiaries, including children, adolescent girls, pregnant and lactating women, benefited cause of repair and refurbishment. Farmers can reproduce the pullets and extensively do cold drink farming. Easy access to water as distance and time travel by women will be saved, resulting in the improvement of physical health of women and increased attendance of girl students. Congratulations to them, and would like to now invite Kushala Shetty, the Finance and Program Manager, for acceptance speech.
I'm Kushala Shetty from Sir Neswadia Foundation. Thank you, the CSR Times, for bestowing this prestigious award on Sir Neswadia Foundation. It's an absolute pleasure and great honor to receive this award. Our work is far from over, but what we have accomplished has made difference in thousands of people's life. I'm truly thankful to my entire team for their commitment and hard work. And this award is an inspiration to continue this journey with more dedication than ever. Lastly, I want to thank my guide and mentor, Dr. Mini Bodhanwala, for her invaluable support and for believing in the team. Thank you so much.
The next Gold Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of Swachh Bharat initiatives under the NGO sector, being awarded to ONGC Foundation. They being recognized for the project Construction of Toilet Pakhwara. Along with the construction of toilets and Swachhata Pakhwara, many online activities focusing on cleanliness were conducted to promote hygienic aspect of our lifestyle, like awareness sessions on the menstrual hygiene, project development competition on topics like waste management system through community participation, and behavioral change to accept the constructed toilets and ensuring the sustainability of water use in these toilets. As we congratulate ONGC, we are glad to have Mr. Kiran BM, the CEO ONGC. Would like to request him for his acceptance.
I extend my warm welcome to all the honorable members of juries, peers from social and corporate world, and the people who are watching today's award ceremony. It's a privilege for ONGC Foundation to receive the CSR Times Award 2021 in the category of Gold for the activities of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Today, the CSR Awards, CSR Times Awards, are known for its recognition for the most relevant CSR projects and the organizations which implement them. And ONGC Foundation is definitely honored to receive and be part of this whole celebration. ONGC always goes an extra mile in all its initiatives, and we always look at how rightly we can serve the community. So it's very important that we also look at working with the community for a sustainable growth, and ONGC Foundation always does that. So I once again thank you for thank the CSR Times for recognizing the work, and congratulate all the other organizations who are part of this. Thank you.
The next Gold Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of eradicating extreme hunger, poverty, and malnutrition for the NGO sector is being awarded to Zomato Feeding India. They being recognized for the project Daily Feeding Program. Feeding India serves daily nutritious meals to beneficiaries to help them come out of hunger. They provide regular meals to dependents in underserved communities to reduce financial burden in the short term, and it will help empower them to become free from hunger in the long term. Food is an incentive for children to come to slum schools and adults to skill development centers. They upskill themselves and become self-sufficient individuals. So a big program under the Self-Reliant India scheme. And as we congratulate them, I would like to now request them for their acceptance message.
Hi everyone, this is Neeta from Feeding India by Zomato. On behalf of my team, I'd like to thank CSR Times and respected jury members for recognizing our work. We're extremely honored to receive this award. At Feeding India, we believe that by providing regular food support to the most vulnerable communities, we'll be able to help them reduce their financial burden in the short term, thereby empowering them to become free from hunger in the long term. The journey has been incredible, and I'd like to thank our donors, partners who collaborated with us and made this possible. I'd also like to thank our NGO partners and the team at Feeding India for implementing the program so beautifully. Again, thank you CSR Box. We really appreciate this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Silver Awards, and the Silver Award in the category of COVID in the corporate sector being awarded to Larsen & Toubro Limited, Mumbai. They being recognized for the project COVID-19 relief measures. The logistics and material movement were done smoothly during the total lockdown condition by leveraging L&T's pan-India presence. In the first 30 days of lockdown, rupees 20 crore worth of relief material was procured and distributed. L&T was also among the first few corporates to facilitate the distribution of RT-PCR testing kits to different parts of the country within the days of MyLab obtaining necessary technical and statutory approvals from ICMR. Congratulating them for their work, I would now like to request Dr. Hasit Joshipura, the Senior Vice President and Head of the Corporate Center L&T, for his acceptance message.
We'd like to thank the CSR Times and the jury for having accorded this honor to L&T. We're deeply humbled. Over the last 20 months, the pandemic has tested the resilience and the preparedness of a variety of stakeholders, whether it's public health systems, economies, governments, or even populations for that matter. And in this regard, in the early stages of the pandemic, it was critical that whoever was able to provide some sort of support came forward to do so. At L&T, CSR has been a deeply ingrained part of the DNA for decades, well before CSR became a fashionable term or got into the lexicon of public memory and public consciousness. And therefore, when the pandemic hit, we tried to bring together all our resources, whether it's technology, scale, knowledge, to try and see if we could provide some sort of support or help to those who were in need. And in this regard, whatever little that the company has done, if it has made any difference, that will be a source of great satisfaction.
Our next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, is the recipient of the Silver Award as well as the Special Jury Award. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to our awardee, the Matrubhumi Printing and Publishing Company Limited. In the category of education, they are conferred the Silver Award for their project SEED, Student Empowerment for Environmental Development. Through its environmental education, SEED has played a stellar role in building awareness among the student community, which is a central aspect of the change process towards sustainable development. SEED, therefore, is not merely the conveyance of knowledge, but a process of learning and transformation. SEED has impressively demonstrated how young minds have internalized environmentally responsible behavior. And in the category of green and environment stewardship, they are awarded the Special Jury Award, being recognized for their project Arboretum. Matrubhumi cleared the land and planted rare trees and plants on the site. A caretaker was appointed for the protection and the handling of saplings. The caretaker is responsible for timely watering and providing manures at regular intervals. Matrubhumi successfully planted and protected rare and endangered species plant at the Arboretum, and that the growth of the plant in the past years has been exceptional. More than 1,500 species of plants are exhibited at the Arboretum. Many congratulations to them. In fact, a double congratulations to them for bagging the Silver Award as well as the Special Jury Award. And now I would like to invite Ms. Mayura Shreyams Kumar, the Director Digital Business, for her acceptance speech.
A very, very big hello from Matrubhumi. My name is Mayura Shreyams Kumar and I'm the Director of Digital Business for the group. Thank you CSR Times Awards for honoring us with these prestigious titles. This is very encouraging and helps us try it better. As a group, we are extremely proud of our program SEED. We have reached more than 8,000 schools, a number of students and teachers who don't only identify these environmental issues but also design activities on a micro level to make our area better. Thank you for awarding us with this opportunity, and we promise you that every year we strive for better and we will do more. Thank you so much.
In the field of education, ladies and gentlemen, for the corporate sector, the next Silver Award being conferred on WNS Global Services Private Limited. They being recognized for the project WCF Cyber Smart. As a response, WCF launched CyberSmart India's first holistic cybersecurity education portal. CyberSmart seeks to protect our children by raising cyber safety awareness through experiential, free-for-all, multilingual content. It enables teachers and volunteers to impart education using unique online and offline methodologies. The Cybersecurity Awareness Program has been stakeholder-driven and aims towards United Nations Sustainable Goal 9, covering digital literacy. Congratulations to them. The next silver award in the category of healthcare under the corporate sector being awarded to Aster DM Healthcare. Being recognized for the project, Aster Volunteers Mobile Medical Services. Through Aster Volunteers Mobile Medical Services, they provide free medical services to the poor and the marginalized population. The mobile medical van is equipped with all facilities to provide diagnostic, laboratory, medical checkups, consultation, and first aid treatment. The general practitioners on board provide free medical consultation, and if required, people are referred to the nearest healthcare facility for advanced care in the case of medical intervention. So many congratulations to them. The next silver award in the category of women empowerment under the corporate sector being awarded to Sterlite Technologies Limited. They being recognized for their project Jeevan Jyoti Women Empowerment Program. STL has prioritized gender equality in rural areas where patriarchal societies still exist. This program was started to equip rural women with vocational skills. However, today it has gone on to help them drive progress and development for their communities and villages through self-help groups, set up enterprises through facilitation of microfinancing. Congratulations to them and their team. The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of rural development and infrastructure sector and under the corporate sector being awarded to Heidelberg Cement India Limited. They being recognized for their project Integrated Community Asset Development Program. Under this project, 100% of villages will have all kinds of infrastructure utilized to fulfill their daily needs. Through their 360-degree development approach and various types of development interventions, all the target groups of the community are getting the benefit. As per their action plan, 100% of the target villages will transform into model villages. Congratulations to them. And joining us, Mr. S.K. Tiwari, the Director Technical and Whole-Time Director. Congratulations to you, sir, and to your entire team. And if we can have your acceptance message now.
Namaskar. On behalf of Heidelberg Cement India Limited, I would like to thank to CSR Times for choosing us for this prestigious CSR Times Award 2021 and for recognizing our efforts towards enhancing quality of rural life. Infrastructure plays a critical role in the economic development of any country. Presently, 65% of India's population reside in its rural areas. Therefore, rural infrastructure needs to be developed to provide basic amenities to the rural population. As a corporate citizen, we are working on to develop community assets of the villages through our CSR program as a contribution towards nation building. It is one of the important initiatives by which we are ensuring that village people must get more and more facilities and comfortable environment by which their quality of life could be improved. The overall result of our project is that we have not only developed the rural asset but also trying to change the overall mindset of the community to make them partner in progress. I'm happy to say that through this project we have achieved the change in perception and lifestyle of community, which is a great matter of satisfaction for us. Again, I would like to thank to CSR Times for choosing us for this prestigious CSR Times Award 2021. Thank you so much.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of rural development and infrastructure under the corporate sector being awarded to Talwandi Sabo Power Limited. They being recognized for their project TSPL Gram Nirman Project, Community Infrastructure Development. The rural infrastructure project is being implemented in 8 Gram Panchayats in Mansa district, Punjab, benefiting more than 20,000 population. Project implementation methodology: the TSPL Gram Nirman project has aided in economic growth and social improvement, offering equal opportunity for all to prosper. Projects have clearly defined objectives for addressing social and cultural issues. Congratulations to their team. And joining us, Mr. Pankaj Sharma, the COO. Sir, congratulations to your team. And now, may I invite you for your acceptance message.
TSPL has been actively engaged with local communities for betterment of their living standards. One of the projects that we are proud of is Gram Nirman project under the CSR. This initiative has transformed the life of native villagers to a greater extent. Projects like community RO, eco-friendly crematoriums, community park, toilets for girl child in schools, and other many related projects have been taken under this initiative. At the end, I would like to thank CSR Times for appreciating our efforts. This will definitely go a long way in motivating TSPL and the communities to do better for the local stakeholders. Thank you very much.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of livelihood and under the corporate sector, being awarded to Amway India Enterprises Private Limited. They're being recognized for the project Livelihood Enhancement Program. The program equipped the underprivileged girls and women from Delhi, Hamirpur and Kolkata in the age group of 18 to 35 with skills in specialized fields such as beauty and wellness and fashion design to help them start their own business or get employment. Apart from this, the participants were also trained through specially curated workshops on nutrition and entrepreneurship. Congratulations to them, and we have Ms. Simrat Bishnoi joining us, the Vice President, Content, Marketing and Communications, PR, Social and CSR. Congratulations to your team, ma'am, and if we can have your acceptance message now.
We at Amway are truly honored to receive the CSR Times Award. This award is a testimony of Amway's core philosophy of helping people live better, healthier lives. And also we've been championing diversity and inclusiveness by empowering women, providing them economic opportunities. And this has been the inspiration behind our Nari Shakti Women Livelihood Program, which also aligns very well with the Government of India's Skill India program, which provides sustainable livelihood to the less privileged women. The program also equips the underprivileged women and girls with specialized skills that help them to start their own business or get employment. And we're really happy that it's very heartening to see that more than 50% of the program beneficiaries have started earning by establishing either their own enterprise or by the way of employment. And these women have become role models for communities and inspiring many other women to follow suit. At Amway, we are committed to empowering these women and also helping them participate in workforce. And towards this, we will continue to nurture the entrepreneurial spirit through tailored programs to help them run and sustain business and get more and more women in the fold. So thank you once again for providing us with this award. And
the next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of water conservation and management under the corporate sector, being conferred on Hindalco Industries Limited, Unit Mahan Aluminium. They being recognized for the project Akshay Ghat. Hindalco Industries Limited, Unit Mahan Aluminium, CSR works in 18 villages in the vicinity of the plant in the Singrauli district of Madhya Pradesh, and it works in the areas of education, healthcare, sustainable livelihood, infrastructure development, and addressing social issues as CSR initiatives. The project's objective is to make the farmer self-sustainable through high yields and better productivity through linkage with various schemes, awareness, use of better technology, availability of water for irrigation, and subsidize agricultural equipments and seeds, and secondary income sources like dairies and poultry and the others. So many congratulations to them. And we have Mr. Bishwanath Mukherjee, the HR head, joining us. Congratulations to your team, sir. And if we can have your acceptance message now.
Our CSR vision has been well articulated by Mrs. Rajshri Binda, our chairperson of Adityavila Center for Community Initiatives and Rural Development, under whose guidance and patronage we are taking forward our CSR initiatives. We are indeed delighted to have received the news that Hindalco Mahan Aluminium has been conferred the CSR Times Award. I would like to extend my wholehearted thanks to the management and jury of CSR Times. Our project Akshay Ghat in the area of water conservation and management, wherein we have constructed more than 32 check dams, covering a land area of more than 6,150 acres. This has resulted in the groundwater level going up, resulted in multi-cropping from earlier monocropping. The overall financial status of the villager has definitely increased, with overall quality of life also going up. I would also like to extend my congratulations and best wishes to CSR Times for the upcoming CSR Summit. Thank you.
The next silver award in the category of Swachh Bharat initiatives under the corporate sector being awarded to Future Generali India Insurance Company Limited, being recognized for the Project Ankur. Project Ankur was started to work in the field of education by concentrating on early development milestones in children during their formative years of growth. The objective behind this is to address the gap areas holistically. Since in India, Anganwadis play a pivotal role in shaping the development milestones in children, the intervention comprises working on the infrastructure of the Anganwadi centers as per the ICTS standards. Congratulations to them. And now let's listen in to their acceptance message.
Thank you, CSR Times, for recognizing our efforts to build a stronger and healthier India. We believe businesses in India are run by the privileged, and it's our duty and responsibility to contribute to the underserved in this country. Towards that end, Future Generali India Insurance Company runs Project Ankur, which has so far contributed to over 40 Anganwadis and served over 2,000 beneficiaries. We also believe that the future of this country is in the children, and this project addresses the health and educational requirements of people in the 0 to 6 age group. We once again thank you for the recognition and the honor. This will only make us strive harder towards building a stronger and healthier future for this country. Thank you once again.
The next silver award is in the category of environment, climate, forest, river and waterways. And in the corporate sector, it is being awarded to CNH Industrial. They are being recognized for their project Jal Sanchay Pond Adoption. CNH Industrial, New Holland Agriculture and KSCE has adopted 4 ponds near its Greater Noida plant for water conservation and rejuvenation of traditional water bodies. The ponds are approximately 1 hectare each and located at the Kheda, Chauganpur, Surajpur, Devla and Surkha. This project has immense significance because it is targeted at the conservation of water bodies, leading to replenishment of local aquifer system and overall conservation of environment and creating a clean, green future as part of our sustainability goals. And we have the video message from Mr. Kumar Bimal, the Director of Sales. Let's listen in to his message.
I would like to thank CSR Times for recognizing Jal Sanchay Pond Adoption Project under CSR. Our organization believes in empowering sustainable transformation and guides us to do business in a responsible way so as to ensure positive impact on planet Earth. Jal Sanchay is one of our most ambitious CSR projects in India. It aims at recharging groundwater through cleaning up of ponds, removing sludge and weeds, deepening them and building bunds around them. We also do beautification of the area through plantations and installation of solar lights. The aim is to build capacities of communities residing alongside these water bodies to conserve water and also to provide access to clean water to them for their daily needs. As a socially responsible organization, this is a humble initiative for a better tomorrow. Under Jal Sanchai, we have rejuvenated 5 ponds across Greater Noida and Pithampur factory. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to connect with all of you. My best wishes to all the participants and the winners of this event today. Thank you.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the next Silver Award is in the category of education and under the corporate foundation sector. This is being awarded to Tech Mahindra Foundation. They're being recognized for their project Shikshantar program. Shikshantar means creating a difference in the education, and the foundation believes that any true transformation can be brought only through learning. In education, Shikshantar is Tech Mahindra's flagship capacity building program for school stakeholders, including teachers, educators, school administrators, and leaders, to unleash their best potential for creating safer and happier classrooms. Congratulations to them. And joining us is Mr. Rakesh Soni, the Chief Executive Officer, and we listen in now to his acceptance message.
It is an honor to receive the CSR Times Award for our education program Shikshantar on behalf of Tech Mahindra Foundation. This award recognizes, appreciates and celebrates our innovative and significant contributions to make a difference in education. I thank the CSR Times and the jury members for this recognition. Shikshantar is our flagship capacity building program for school stakeholders to unleash their best potential for creating safer and happier classrooms. At Tech Mahindra Foundation, with our vision to bring empowerment through education and education being a cross-cutting theme, we believe that it is a tool to create an empowered and enlightened society. Aligning to SDG 4 since 2015, the program aims to nurture a learning community of students, teachers and school leaders to establish a fundamental shift in education. In fact, this program has exponentially supported teachers to get digitally empowered and enhance the teaching learning experience during the stay-at-home situation throughout the COVID lockdown period. I take this opportunity to thank the Tech Mahindra leaders for their leadership that inspires the foundation and the team to rise.
The next Silver Award is in the category of COVID, and under the corporate foundation sector, this award is being presented to Roop VK Jain Foundation. They're being recognized for their project Outstanding Work during COVID pandemic. Roop VK Jain Foundation played a major role in supporting the government administration of Nuh and Gurugram by providing the PPE kits, sanitizers, gloves, masks, head covers and shoe covers. Infrastructure support was provided to the COVID care centers organized by the Sri Vishwakarma Skill University and the M3M Foundation, and at PHC such as Civil Hospital, Sona PHC, Ghaseda CHC, Tauru CHC, Rewari, oxygen cylinders were provided to the Red Cross Society to support the marginalized suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic. We congratulate the entire team, and we have Shri Gaurav Jain, the trustee, joining us. Sir, if you can have your message.
My name is Gaurav Jain. I represent Roop VK Jain Foundation and Roop Automotives Limited. Thank you very much to CSR Times for felicitating us with this award for our COVID relief activities. It's also special because this is the second time we're winning this award, 2 times in a row. It is very, very humbling to know that all the COVID relief activities that our foundation did are in fact creating an impact. It was truly amazing to see the awareness programs done by the organization, the free vaccination camps that we organized, the sanitization kits distribution that we did to district administrations, as well as the upliftment of public health centers. So thank you very much to CSR Times.
The next silver award in the category of livelihoods under the corporate foundation sector being awarded to Foundation for Advancement of Micro Enterprises. That's FAME. They being recognized for the project Livelihood Enhancement through Micro Enterprise Development. The project identifies a cluster of micro enterprises and helps them in the formation of groups in an organized manner. Members are boarded after an enrollment process, and specific interventions are planned and executed along with community participation. FAME staff and the community members improve the business and financial skills, production, quality improvement, adoption of new technology, linkages to relevant government schemes, and marketing of their products. Congratulations to them. And we have the chairman, Shri Brij Mohan, present with us. Sir, if we can have your acceptance message.
We are so happy in FAME to get this CSR Times Award in the category of livelihood enhancement. I feel so proud that we have been recognized, our services have been recognized. So early we have not even completed third year. That makes us much more happy that this award has come at such a young age for the institution. It will of course motivate to do much more in the coming years.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Silver Award in the special categories under the Corporate Foundation sector being awarded to Minda Corporation Limited. They being recognized for the project Saksham, empowering persons with disability. Under this project, Minda Corporation Limited has been successful in providing accessibility to assistive and accessible technology to PWDs, employment opportunity to mass people, out of that 172 people got employed, artificial limb fitment which leads to mobility, skill development, access to better opportunities, easy accessibility for UDID, networking with the government. Congratulations to the team, and we have Chairperson Ms. Sarika Minda present with us. Would like to invite her for her acceptance message.
Namaskar. I wish everybody very safe and healthy. I would like to congratulate all my fellow participants and the winners for this impactful work and their contribution to the society and to the country. Thanks CSR Times and the jury for recognizing us. I am thankful to the jury for recognizing us for our project Saksham. I would like to tell you all that Saksham is one program of ours which is very close to our heart. It was initiated by my father-in-law, Shri S.L. Minda. He is our inspiration. I would like to at the same time say that this is the entire teamwork effort for which the jury has recognized us. Till today, we have done almost 10,000 limb fitments. But in future coming time, we are planning and to complete by 25,000 number of members till 2025. We not only do the fitment, but whereas we try to employ them, we provide them with UDIDs, and we support them for entrepreneurship and many other skills as well. Once again, I would like to thank all to the jury members, CSR Times, CSR team, our partners. Thanks once again. COVID is not over. So therefore, I would just request everybody to please remain safe and healthy. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
The next silver award in the category of COVID under the NGO sector being conferred on Smile Foundation. They being recognized for their project, Health Cannot Wait. For those suffering at the hands of the pandemic, for those who are struggling to see their loved ones survive, for those working tirelessly to help save lives, health cannot wait. The objective is to reach the unreached, the underserved, vulnerable communities. increase access to affordable quality healthcare, reduce the burden on the government health facilities, mitigate immediate hunger, and provide support to the frontline workers. We congratulate them for the work. And we have Mr. Santanu Mishra, the co-founder and executive trustee, joining us, and we invite him for his acceptance message.
Hello everyone. At the onset, I would like to thank CSR Time for the recognition. I accept this honor on behalf of all the team member and volunteer of Smile Foundation who have been working tirelessly during the pandemic to continue serving the vulnerable community despite all the challenges. They are the real recipient of this award. This is a difficult time for everyone, but I believe the pandemic also taught us how much we need each other in these trying times of our life. I thank to all our corporate, individual supporters who stood by us in effort to reach out to nearly 2 million children and their family.
The next silver award in the category of COVID under the NGO sector is being conferred on the Akshay Patra Foundation, being recognized for its project Akshay Patra COVID Food Relief Feeding Program. Akshay Patra plays a crucial role by ensuring that people have adequate food during the pandemic. This helps minimize the health risk associated with food insecurity, especially for the vulnerable populations. Reaching across the length and the breadth of the country, Akshay Patra continuously strives to make food a basic necessity accessible by bringing the gaps in the food supply chains. We thank them also for their excellent work which they are doing and congratulate them. And we have Shri Sridhar Venkat, the CEO of Akshay Patra, joining us, and request him for his message.
On behalf of Akshay Patra Foundation and its 1.8 million beneficiaries, I would like to thank the CSR Times Award for considering Akshay Patra Foundation for a silver category award for COVID relief work during the pandemic time. This award encourages us to reach out to more and more vulnerable communities to serve them even more. Thank you, everyone.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the category education and under the NGO sector, being conferred on SPK Educational Trust. They being recognized for their project Finishing School for School Dropouts. Approximately 1,100 students got benefited through the scholarship program in the year 2021. It impacts the beneficiaries at a level where they will learn about opportunities that they can get to pursue their dreams. The students who benefit from this project will have multiple opportunities to attend higher education and have a better job and earning opportunities. Congratulations to them. And we have Dr. Engineer Animor Sengodan Prabhu, the Joint Managing Trustee. Congratulations to your team, sir, and inviting you now for your message.
Greetings to everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank CSR Times Awards 2021 Committee and the jury for selecting SPK Educational Trust under the Education category for a silver award. We would like to thank the whole committee for this wonderful award, which helps us to boost our employees and volunteers to do better in this pandemic situation. We would like to continue and serve the same purpose for the trust and for the society for the most coming year. I would like to thank the CSR Time Awards 2021 to take big time in giving awards to all these kind of very good trust during this pandemic situation. And I also congratulate all the other winners and wishes all the participants for next year, and we looking forward for participating next year also. Thank you.
The next silver award is in the category of skill development and under the NGO sector, being conferred on Ajmal Foundation. They're being recognized for the project Nai Manzil. Nai Manzil, an integrated education and livelihood initiative for the minority communities. The main objective of the project is to mobilize youth from minority communities who are school dropouts and provide them with formal education and certification up to level 8th or 10th through the National Institute of Open Schooling or other state open schooling systems. They provided integrated skill training to the youth in market-driven skills and provide placements to the trained youths in jobs. Congratulations to them. And we have Dr. M.R.H. Azad, the General Manager, joining us, and we invite him for his acceptance message.
A warm greetings from Azmal Foundation. We are grateful to the honorable jury members and the entire team of CSR Time Awards for awarding the silver trophy to our organization, Azmal Foundation. I, on behalf of our trustees, Maulana Badruddin Azmal Sahab, Mr. Sirajuddin Azmal Sahab, and our director, Dr. Khasrul Islam, and the entire fraternity of Azmal Foundation, and especially the team of skill development headed by Mr. Muftiur Rahman, would like to convey our sincere thanks to the team of CSR Time Award. This award will help us to go a long way in developing skills in the rural youths and then place them in good reputed organization to earn their livelihood, which will in turn bring about economic empowerment in the society and the nation as a whole. Thanking you once again.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of Rural Development and Infrastructure Sector NGO, is awarded to Prayas Trust. They're being recognized for their project, Smart and Integrated Village Development Project. The project aims to create and sustain self-sufficient communities, collaborating with the panchayats to achieve economic and social development. The holistic strategy strives to enhance their living conditions, make healthcare more accessible, provide quality education, provide self-employment opportunities, and even implement ecologically sustainable projects and expand infrastructure. Congratulating the entire team, and joining us is Mrs. Meena Subramanian, the President. Request you, ma'am, for your acceptance message.
It's indeed an honor and privilege for me to accept this prestigious CSR award in the Rural Development and Infrastructure category on behalf of Prayas Trust and our vibrant team of 300 plus members. It is a due recognition for both our Smart and Integrated Village Development Program in select villages in rural Tamil Nadu and for Prayas Trust, a social welfare NGO formed by the ladies and spouses of the employees of Larsen & Toubro. We are proud of what we have achieved through this village development program over the last 3 years in the areas of education, child and healthcare, women empowerment, and sanitation and hygiene, touching the lives of nearly 1,000 households, benefiting more than 3,000 people, including 1,000 children. Our holistic approach has improved their living conditions, made healthcare accessible, provided quality education, created self-employment opportunities, introduced environmentally sustainable initiatives, and developed infrastructure. This award is an affirmation that we have been successful in making a meaningful difference in their lives. Thank you once again to CSR Times for this recognition that will certainly be a wonderful fillip for us to raise our outreach programs to even greater heights. And hearty congratulations to all the other winners.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of livelihoods and to an NGO goes to Rhythm Foundation. They're being recognized for the project Economic Empowerment of Women in Eastern India through micro enterprises. The program is poised to sustain itself beyond the grant support from Rhythm Foundation. The efforts of rapport building with the community have ensured that the women will stick together and be around and enable unique functional micro enterprises over the long run. The program has begun establishing the production spaces and marketing links and will continue to build the network of clients. Congratulations to them, and inviting Ms. Santi Pirasamy, the head, for her acceptance message.
Greetings everyone. Thank you to CSR Times for this honor, which we are indeed very proud of. We at Rhythm Foundation would like to also take this opportunity to thank the implementation partner on ground, which is Parinama Development Foundation. Thank you to the trainers and the partners on ground who have made this possible for us, as well as the beneficiaries. I'm proud to say that 10,000 women were involved in this program. These women are from Odisha, Jharkhand and Bihar. This initiative has helped them transform their lives as well as that of their families. So we are indeed proud to be a part of this success. Once again, thank you so much to CSR Times for helping us create awareness about this program, which we are so very proud of. Thank you.
The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the education category, and this is being awarded to a startup, Agarkar Center of Excellence, for their project, Individual Social Responsibility at ACE. At ACE, they believe in giving back to the society through their education vertical. They conduct free teacher training, children workshops, hygiene drives in rural areas, books, donations, conduct mini informative sessions with parents on well-being, etc. as a part of their CSR. Their vision is to give back to the society in meaningful ways such that it has a sustained impact on the children and the society at large. Congratulations to them. The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the healthcare category, and once again to a startup being awarded to Fettle Bioproducts. They being recognized for their project, Fettle Bioproducts. They have various natural health supplements for every age, from infants to super senior citizens, with a thought of specialization in all the products such as CRF, cardiac risk-free CRF. They added turmeric, first bowl, raw banana delight, ragi delight with moong dal, and rich rice delight, Fettle herbal tea, and Fettle detoxy. Several people have benefited from this. Congratulations to them. The next silver award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the category of rural development and infrastructure, once again being awarded to a startup, D-Path Tech Advisory Private Limited. They're being recognized for their project, technical consultancy for implementation of BharatNet Phase 2 project in the state of Chhattisgarh. BharatNet is a project of national importance with a highly scalable network infrastructure to provide on-demand, affordable broadband connectivity to all households and on-demand capacity to all institutions to realize the vision of Digital India in partnership with states and the private sector. As we congratulate them, I would like to invite Mr. Rohit Srivastava, the director, for his acceptance message.
Hi, morning. My name is Rohit Srivastava. I am founder and CEO of D-Path Tech Advisory Private Limited. First of all, we wanted to convey our gratitude and thank you for the honor and recognition which you have given, and it's a sheer honor to receive this award. And we assure that we will continue our services toward the development of rural India, the digital development, ICT infrastructure, to touch base the life of the citizens in the rural space, and to promote village level entrepreneurship at extent. We also trying to develop maximum financial inclusion in the rural space so that we can empower citizens and promote the government services. It should reach to the last one. Yeah, again, thank you for putting us in the priority category, and we continue best of our services. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Bronze Awards. And in the very category of COVID and in the corporate sector, the award being conferred on Coromandel International Limited. They're being recognized for their project, CSR initiatives in COVID-19 pandemic. Despite the coronavirus outbreak, the company has effectively managed the challenge with a dedicated focus on employee well-being and safety, and ensured the continuance of its supply chain and operations by strictly adhering to the safety protocols. This included forming crisis management teams and SOPs, scenario planning, swift management, communication, and leveraging the digital tools for seamless connectivity. Congratulations to the team. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the acceptance message coming from Ms. Amrita Srivastava and her team. Amrita Srivastava is the head CSR.
COVID pandemic has been a hard hit on the world. We at Coromandel International Limited never compromised on CSR reachability. We relentlessly fought for the safety and support of our stakeholders. Thank you.
Coromandel has supported in the establishment of COVID wards in government hospitals, supported the frontline workers and stood with them in this war for COVID.
Coromandel spread awareness about the COVID appropriate behavior. The one-to-one and one-to small group sessions by our CSR team help in increase of public awareness. Thank you for the award.
Thank you for recognizing our efforts of being frontline workers during the coronavirus pandemic. Our passion to serve the humanity was exhibited during this difficult time. We touched families by distributing dry ration kits.
Coromandelites put their life at risk in saving the lives of others, setting up Coromandel COVID care centers with advanced infrastructure and establishing oxygen generating plants were some of the COVID relief activities. Thank you.
This opportunity to thank CSR Times for giving us this pleasant opportunity to present about our work in the last 1.5 years. It's not been a normal year for any of us, especially for the communities that we have served. But I am proud and happy to say that we've risen to the challenge and gone beyond our duty to serve all our people. Thank you so much.
The next bronze award in the category of COVID under the corporate sector being awarded to Embassy Group. They're being recognized for their project, Holistic COVID-19 Relief Efforts for Government School Students. To tackle these health crises holistically, they instituted their 7-step holistic health and hygiene program to improve lifelong resilience with end-to-end healthcare interventions for students, ensuring better educational outcomes and a brighter future for all. The onset of the pandemic has made it more important than ever before to imbibe preventative awareness into the daily mindset of the students they impact. We thank them for doing this excellent work. Congratulations, and would like to invite Ms. Shaina Ganapati, the head community outreach, for her acceptance message.
We are thankful to the jury of CSR Times for recognizing Embassy's contribution in government schools during the pandemic. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve these families and the children and the teachers by giving them ration, preventive health kits, deep cleaning and sanitization, and providing all that is necessary for children to return to schools. We are grateful and we are honored to be recognized for our work. Thank you very much.
The next bronze award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of COVID, going to a corporate and awarded to Vedanta Limited, Jharsuguda, being recognized for their project Action Towards Fighting Against COVID-19 by Vedanta Limited, Jharsuguda. As part of the project, Vedanta's Farm to Shop initiative is to provide fresh vegetables inside the township for the employee during the lockdown. Vedanta primarily focused on the vulnerable section of society and worked to restrict the spread of the coronavirus in the area. From vaccinations to donation of various health equipment and dry ration kits, Vedanta Jharsuguda has supported the needy in all ways. We congratulate them. The next bronze award is in the education category and under the corporate sector, being awarded to EPAM Systems India Private Limited. Recognized for the project EPAM eKids program. eKids program enables young children to explore software engineer from a very young age, building interest in technology and thus promoting future generations to pursue careers in technology. eKids program is strengthening government schools with the necessary infrastructure and resources needed to provide access to computing education to children from remote locations. Congratulations to them, and we have Ms. Shamilka Samarasinha, the Global CSR head with us. Ma'am, request for your acceptance message.
Thank you all for this incredibly honor of an award that has been awarded to EPAM today. We are deeply appreciative for the recognition we have earned for our contribution towards education. We received this award in the education category for our efforts in providing access to computing education for students from underprivileged communities. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our volunteers, our partners, and our EPAM CSR team here in India who have made this significant award possible. Thank you.
The next bronze award is in the healthcare category and under the corporate sector, being awarded to Sun Pharma Laboratories Limited. They being recognized for the project Malaria Elimination Demonstration Project. The goal of MEDP is to demonstrate the successful elimination of malaria from 1,233 villages of Mandla district and use the lessons learned for eliminating malaria from the rest of Madhya Pradesh and the country. Till the end of March 2021, tracked and tested 337,429 fever cases and diagnosed 650 malaria positive cases. Includes supervision of distribution of long-lasting insecticidal nets. Congratulations to them, and let's listen in now to their acceptance message.
We are thrilled to receive prestigious CSR Times Award 2021 for our malaria elimination project carried out at district Mandla of Madhya Pradesh. Malaria is a major public health problem for India, especially in rural and tribal areas. India contributes to almost 70% of malaria cases in South Asian region countries. We are very much encouraged with the progress and the outcome of our malaria elimination demonstration project, which was implemented in 1,200 villages of Mandla district of Madhya Pradesh. We are very much thankful to the award committee, the jury members, and for the trust imposed in us, and we would try to live up to the trust shown in us and will continue to serve the communities through our CSR program. Thank you.
The next bronze award is in the healthcare sector and under the corporate sector, being awarded to Aadhaar Housing Finance Limited. They being recognized for the project Ayushman Aadhaar. The objective of this program was to aid improvement of health and preventable health care, to support PM CARES funds aimed at strengthening the fight against COVID-19, to provide food and ration kits to the marginalized poor who are struggling to meet their daily requirements and are at a risk of dying due to starvation. We thank them for their excellent work and would like to invite Mr. Rishikesh Jha, the CPO, for his acceptance message.
Thank you, team. We are elated to receive the CSR Times Award for our flagship project Ayushman Aadhaar. In fact, for the last few months, we have been focusing a lot on the health and wellness segment for our CSR activities. We have covered over 1 lakh people, needy people, through our 300 odd health camps. We have donated ambulances across India, including one at the Dal Lake in Srinagar, and these are all fully equipped ambulances. We have been supporting over 400 Anganwadis in Madhya Pradesh. We have been educating young women in the age bracket of 13 and above on the menstrual health part of it. And to top it all, my employees, our employees of Aadhaar Housing Finance, has been contributing towards this effort. Thank you so much to all of you once again. Thank you.
The next bronze award in the category of skill development under the corporate sector, being awarded to Shankar Electrical Services India Private Limited. They're being recognized for their project, operations and maintenance. SESIPL is creating job opportunities for candidates coming from rural areas The organization will be visiting rural area ITI colleges to select a candidate who can be trained in the electrical, HVAC, plumbing, and carpentry field. Every candidate will be given shelter and food for 3 months free with stipend. After completion of training, SESIPL will ensure they will be given long-term job opportunities to build their careers. Joining us is Shri Rajesh R. Shetty, CMD. Congratulations to you and to your team, sir. And if you can have your acceptance message now.
Namaste, hello everyone. We have from SESIPL, that is Shankar Electrical Services India Private Limited. I am extremely delighted to receive such a prestigious CSR Times Award for the year 2021 under the skill development. Under the CSR program, we reach across rural areas at the various institutes in identifying the talented youth generation. And such young talented people we bring across to the Excellence Training Center at Bangalore in providing the skillful training to them with a professional trainer and providing the right platform in exploring their talent, which they can showcase their strength in bringing the changes for themselves as well as for the society. So this award I dedicate to the entire SESIPL staff, especially to the professional trainer and the entire management of SESIPL for their unconditional support and striving hard in reaching to the greater height. And the last but not the least, I extend my sincere gratitude to the jury members of CSR Times Award in recognizing and rewarding such a prestigious award. Thank you one and all.
Bronze Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of Women Empowerment under the corporate sector, being conferred on Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited. They're being recognized for their project Women Participation in COVID-19 by making masks and various activities during COVID-19. Around 15 women are working round the clock to provide about 20,000 face masks, which is a sudden scarcity. The government is procuring these masks, authorities, local villagers, and the balance by GFL, Police Department, health service providers, Panchayat committee members who are engaged in various support services in villages like a community kitchen, healthcare, sanitation, and other activities for the community are also using these masks. And ladies and gentlemen, the next Bronze Award in the category of Rural Development and Infrastructure under the corporate sector being awarded to Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited, being recognized for the project Check Dam Construction. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a CSR initiative by Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited for sustainable water resource management. During the extended period of the year, the residents of the Nathkua and surrounding villages experience acute scarcity of water for agriculture and domestic use. The Check Dam project ensures a permanent solution to the acute water scarcity in these villages as part of the Ranjit Nagar CSR initiative. We have Mr. Kalol Chakrabarti, the Group Head HR, joining us, and we invite him for his message.
It gives me immense honor to accept the CSR Times Bronze Award in 2 categories on behalf of Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited. It wouldn't have been possible without the untiring work by the CSR team of Ranjit Nagar factory. GFL is a signatory of the UN Global Compact and all our initiatives are aligned to the 17 SDGs. During the pandemic, when the whole world was reeling under death threat, 12 women of the Ranjit Nagar village who were trained in swimming training center of GFL stitched around 20,000 masks and distributed it around in the villages and in the local hospitals. We also took the initiative to build a check dam which now suffices for the water for agriculture and also for drinking in 6 villages. We have undertaken various such projects in and around our plant in Ranjit Nagar. Thank you once again to CSR Times Award for giving us this recognition.
The next Bronze Award is in the category of Water Conservation and Management and under the corporate sector, being awarded to Novozymes South Asia Private Limited. They being recognized for their project Novozymes Water Opulence Project. After the success of this project, the villagers now receive sufficient water for their daily use, and the wells have sufficient water throughout the year. In Sainagar, the water distribution system was enhanced, provided storage tanks, and connected a new pipeline to the existing supply. Further, they have installed water booths inside the village, enabling the villagers to collect water without traveling long distances. With water availability now at multiple locations and ways, the long queues, which were a challenge earlier, have been eliminated. We congratulate them for their excellent work. And joining us is Mr. Krishna Mohan Povada, the regional president. Request him for his acceptance message.
Thank you, CSR Times and the eminent jury, for recognizing Novozymes with the CSR Times Award 2021 for our Novozymes Water Opulence Project, the Novo Project. Well, it's a privilege to receive this award on the behalf of my team and our NGO partner, Anade Foundation. And under Novo, it has been our collective mission to strengthen the water supply and the systems in 2 villages in Maharashtra that faced immense water scarcity. Novo has resulted in an improved water availability and distribution for around 800 villages. Most importantly, women in these villages have no longer need to struggle through miles of hilly terrain to fetch water every day. We also didn't want to make it a trickle-down project, and to ensure it is sustainable, Novozyme helped form village development committees, also involving the women to spread awareness of the best use of water resources. Well, this award provides the energy to us and strive further towards improving lives and creating more impact. Thank you.
The next Bronze Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the special categories under the Corporate Foundation sector, being conferred on Kishore Musale Charitable Trust, being recognized for their project Energy Breakfast Box, Mumbai Police. The Energy Breakfast Box distribution drive was initiated by Kishore Musale Charitable Trust from 7th June 2021 as a response to the onset of the second COVID wave in Maharashtra, and also as a mark of the appreciation for their frontline COVID warriors, that is, our police officers, for their undying efforts and dedication towards the duty of keeping their citizens safe during the pandemic. Congratulations to them. And we have now the message of Urvashi Musale, the Family Council.
Hello and greetings of the day. I would have liked to meet everyone in person, but unfortunately, COVID has brought us all to a virtual platform. But on the bright side, we are extremely honored to receive this prestigious CSR Times Award on behalf of Kishore Musale Charitable Trust. And I would like to thank the CSR Times team for recognizing and awarding our Energy Breakfast Box Drive initiative for the Mumbai Police. The true people who deserve this award is our trust team, the volunteers, the chefs of the Bombay rolls, the nutritionists who have worked extremely hard every day to execute this project so flawlessly, and especially to those who have motivated and supported us in attempting such a noble endeavor and making this a success in the service of the truly deserving frontline heroes. Thank you so much again, once again, CSR Times, and good luck.
The next Bronze Award is in the category of Environment, Climate, Forest, River, Water, Waves, and under the Corporate Foundation sector, this is being awarded to Supertron Electronics Private Limited, being recognized for the project Company for Community. Education of children of underprivileged going to private and government schools got severely affected due to the closure of schools. Supertron Foundation took the initiative to identify the students who need smartphones by contacting various schools and NGOs. They donated around 250 mobiles. They also sponsored tutor salaries at various NGOs who helped the children with their online classes, provided support to teachers in conducting their online classes. Congratulations to them. And we have CMD Shri V.K. Bhandari joining us, and I request him for his acceptance message.
This opportunity to give thanks to CSR Times for awarding us and recognizing our project Company for Community. We always very serious about our company social responsibility, and we are majorly focusing on computer education and skill development. During this COVID pandemic time, we have done a lot of work. Major work is there. One is the vaccination, because the demand of vaccination is very high. So we have organized camps in different area, and we arrange the free vaccination camp. Second, we have distributed a big numbers of the masks and sanitizer to underprivileged society. Third is there, we also done the food packages, continuously food package delivering to the roadside family and roadside people during the time when total close was there. Recently, one more natural disaster was there in Bengal, as Amphan cyclone. There we have sent so many material, 2, 3, 4 times to the Sundarban area along with our team to distribute the material, whatever was immediate required by the family at Sundarban. So this way we are trying our best to give something for the social responsibility, and I want to give thanks once again to CSR Times, because this award is motivating us to do more and more work for the underprivileged society. Thank you.
The next bronze award in the category of COVID to an NGO goes to Swadesh Foundation, recognized for the project COVID-19 Relief and Recovery Program. The Swadesh Foundation's COVID and Recovery Fund was set up to address the pandemic's many challenges and prepare the communities and health facilities to address any such future challenges. The COVID-19 Relief and Recovery Fund strategy was to support sustainable, scalable, and replicable interventions. Let's now listen in to their acceptance message.
Very happy to receive this award from CSR Times, and on behalf of Swadesh Foundation, I would like to thank entire jury and CSR Times. Last couple of years have been difficult for all of us. When the first wave came, entire Swadesh team got together. We formed a task force and we focused on immediate relief, not just in Raigad and Nashik but also in Mumbai. We provided free ration kits and food to needy people. In rural areas, we ensured the ration kits are delivered deep interior villages, especially in tribal Adivasi wadis. During second wave also, we ensured some immediate relief through necessary requirements on food and medical aids. So this foundation looked beyond immediate relief and also worked on recovery phase, whereby we worked with district administration and many village development committees to find out needs for livelihood revival so that people can recover post-COVID. Again, I would like to thank for this recognition, and entire team is very happy to receive this. Thank you.
The next bronze award is in the category of education and being awarded to an NGO, Mukul Madhav Foundation. They're being recognized for the project Promotion of Education. To minimize the risk and bridge the gap, MMF stepped up in to fulfill the needs. Providing sanitation facilities increases the students' attendance and decreases the school dropout rates. Providing training to teachers from time to time fulfills the gap between the teachers and students. Others come to school hungry and sick. MMF, on request, supported various schools with mid-meal support and by yearly health camps to support the children. Congratulations to the team. And joining us is the Managing Trustee, Mrs. Ritu Prakash Chabria. I request you, ma'am, for your acceptance message.
Namaste. This is Ritu Prakash Chabria, Managing Trustee, Mukul Madhav Foundation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank CSR Times, Mr. Harish Chandra, editor, and jury members for conferring and recognizing Mukul Madhav Foundation for its contribution in promotion of education and promotion of preventive health care in rural and urban sections of our society. While we are very happy with this recognition, we promise to work harder and to inch closer to ensure our work reaches marginalized sections of our society and creates sustainable impact. I would like to take this opportunity also to congratulate all the other winners for their work, which has been recognized by CSR Times. Collaboration and communication together will always help us increase our reach and support. Thank you once again for the CSR Times Award and recognition for our foundation. Thank you.
The next Bronze Award in the healthcare sector is awarded to an NGO, Cohesion Foundation Trust. They're being recognized for their project, Improved and Qualitative Access to Holistic Early Childcare Development and Education. This project focused on strengthening the first 1,000 days movement in the district, improving the quality of pre-education through a focus on pedagogy and encouraging home-based learning to bridge the learning gap arising due to the pandemic, strengthening of Anganwadi workers at the block level and enhancing the capabilities of community members through community sensitization and awareness. Joining us is the CEO, Shri Rajesh Kapoor. Many congratulations to you, sir. And may I request you now for your acceptance message.
Many thanks to CSR Times for recognizing the work of Cohesion Foundation Trust. We express sincerely the gratitude to HCL Foundation for all the support, guidance and having confidence in us. A special mention of thanks is for District Administration of Gautam Budh Nagar, especially District Collector, CDO, DPO and others at ICDS. The special mention also has to be made of the community, especially the frontline warriors in Anganwadis who did immense job during this COVID period. A leader is as good as the team is, so I will also like to compliment the efforts and hard work with passion for my team at head office as well as at Gautam Budh Nagar. Thanks.
The next Bronze Award in the category of skill development goes to an NGO, PhD Family Welfare Foundation, being recognized for their project, PhD FWF Skill Development Projects. PhD FWF is offering vocational and skills training like tailoring, beauty culture, computer education, mobile repairing, electrician, retail management, cooking, weaving, nursing assistant, tutorial class, self-defense training, and local craft. Includes awareness generation programs, motivational talks, craft training, exposure visit, observation of international days, and self-defense training are also going on at regular interval under the skill development projects. We have Ms. Anuradha Goyal, the chairperson, joining us. Congratulations to you, ma'am, and inviting you now for your acceptance message.
The PhD Family Welfare Foundation is extremely grateful to CSR Times for this prestigious award in skill development. I accept this award with all humility on behalf of our countless donors who contribute generously to make this possible, on behalf of the board members who work tirelessly to achieve our goals, and especially on behalf of our beneficiaries, because when we look at the smile on their faces, we feel encouraged to work harder. We have over 30,000 beneficiaries as of date. These are all now an integral part of earning member of their family and are Atmanirbhar. We have resolved to train 5,000 women and youth in different skills by the end of the 75th year of our independence. The process has already started with skill development units in Bachao in Gujarat, in an orphanage in Lajpat Nagar, and in several resettlement areas of Delhi. I am sure that with the continued support of our well-wishers, we will be able to achieve this target by the end of August 15, 2022. CSR Times, thank you once again. Namaskar.
Our next award, the Bronze Award in the category of Women Empowerment to an NGO, being awarded to Alig Educational and Welfare Society. being recognized for the project Dhaga, a platform for women entrepreneurs supported by TPC-DT. The initiative, supported by Tata Power Community Development Trust, worked as a catalyst for the women to enhance their earnings. 320 trained members got benefited from Dhaga program. 180 under-training women would directly benefit from it. 500 families would benefit indirectly. On average, each beneficiary earns some 4,000 to 4,500 per month, which was zero earlier. The quality of life has changed. They're able to move out of their homes, visit the market, communication has improved, which can be seen while dealing with retailers and other stakeholders. Congratulations to them, and would like to invite Ms. Nega Tripathi, the Executive Board member, for her acceptance message.
On behalf of a very ecstatic and highly motivated Team Ali, I'd like to convey our sincere gratitude to CSR Times for conferring on us the CSR Times Award for a Dhaga project that we successfully implemented in collaboration with Tata Power. This award not only endorses our work, but gives us an impetus to think, curate, and deliver more such defining projects, not only in the field of women empowerment, but in other areas that define the social sector landscape. This acknowledgement has given wind under our wings and will make us expand our efforts, energies, and resources in bringing about more such meaningful changes. So a big thank you from Team Ali, Tata Power, to CSR Times for this honor.
The next bronze award in the category of rural development and infrastructure goes to an NGO, Aident Social Welfare Organization. They're being recognized for the project promoting sustainable agriculture practices in rural India, supported by TPC-DT. As a part of this project, supported by Tata Power Community Development Trust, several interventions have been designed, which range from developing drip irrigation facilities, soil testing, access to high-quality seeds, development of nursery for the high quality of saplings, optimum use of fertilizers, sourcing vermicompost from village-based SHG of their family members, provision of fencing, storage room, water motor pump, and market access to get a better price has turned a new leaf in their life. I invite Mr. Ramesh Kumar, the State Manager, for his acceptance message now.
एजेंट से मैं रमेश, हम लोग यहाँ टाटा पावर के सहयोग से समुदाय को कृषि कार्यों से जोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और उसमें काफ़ी हद तक सफलता भी मिली है। उसका परिणाम ये है कि जो लोग इस कार्य से विमुख हो रहे थे वो अब इसमें सपरिवार रुचि ले रहे हैं एवं एक निश्चित आमदनी सुनिश्चित कर पा रहे हैं, जिससे कि उनकी दशा और दिशा बेहतर हो पाई है। इसमें हम लोग बीज से लेकर तकनीक और फिर उनको बाजार से लिंकेज करते हुए रोटेशन वाइज उनका उत्पादन होता रहे, इस चीज को सुनिश्चित कर रहे हैं और इसमें काफी हद तक सफलता भी पाई है। धन्यवाद।
The next bronze award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of livelihoods, going to an NGO, Best Practices Foundation. They're being recognized for their project Arise, Transforming Lives. Project Arise, Transforming Lives is a unique initiative from 2018 to 21. It enhanced the livelihood options and well-being of one of the most stigmatized and excluded groups, the LGBTs community in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and reduce the gap between them and mainstream society. The project has successfully provided upskilling 645 LGBTs, building livelihood opportunities for them via placement, career counseling or entrepreneurship support, 257 people counseling services for 2,460 LGBTs. Congratulations to them, and let's listen in now to their acceptance message.
Sexual and gender minorities remain among the most misunderstood,
most stigmatized and most excluded communities in India today. We are thrilled that our project, Project Arise Transforming Lives, that focuses on enhancing livelihood and wellness for and with these communities, has been recognized through this prestigious award. Beginning our journey as a pilot initiative in 2018, we have grown and blossomed over the past 3.5 years. With the supportive funding partner and a committed team, we've been able to impact the lives of over 13,000 people. All of us here at Solidarity Foundation, Best Practices Foundation, Capgemini Engineering, and all our other partners would like to thank the CSR Times for this honor and for courageously expressing their support for this issue. This recognition will serve as an encouragement to companies, NGOs, and all of us to continue our work in building a world that is truly inclusive and upholds the dignity of all LGBTIAQ+ persons. Thank you.
The next Bronze Award is under the special categories for an NGO awarded to Asha Kutir Foundation. They're being recognized for the project Home for Visually Impaired Young Men. The proposed project addresses the residential, food, medical, emotional, and academic needs of the home residents of visually challenged young men. There are 30 visually challenged male students at present. They're either studying in colleges or preparing for the competitive exams. They enable blind students by providing academic support to face competitive entrance exam, take up jobs, and learn extracurricular activities like music, sports, and indoor games. We have Mr. G. Jeevan Rao, the founder and president, with us. Congratulations to you, sir. And may I request you now for your acceptance message.
My name is Jeevan. I am a founder and president of Asha Kutir Foundation. I would like to thank you, CSR Times, for awarding us bronze medal in a special category for implementing safe home for visually challenged young men. Asha means hope. We started in 2013 with 4 children. Now we have grown to 75 inmates in 3 respective homes. We have 30 inmates in our visually challenging home. Okay? The lack of emotional support, the limited accessibility to activities, and lack of employment are the factors that lead these young men into isolation. We assist these people to get jobs, to prepare for competitive exams, and to learn music, etc. Thank you so much for the recognition and the acknowledgement of our endeavor.
The next Bronze Award, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of eradicating extreme hunger, poverty, and malnutrition goes to an NGO, Grand Maratha Foundation. They're being recognized for the project Free Food Packets and Grocery Distribution to Underprivileged People and COVID-19 Victims. The initiative has helped improve the livelihood of underprivileged people, eradicate hunger, and manage poverty in a pandemic. Considering people's different needs, they have distributed the ready meal packets and essential grocery kits to more than 8,000 underprivileged people from Maharashtra. Under this event, more than 5,000 disadvantaged people from the Pandharka Wada, 1,000 people from Thane and Ambernath, 1,000 people from Wada, Palghar and Mumbai benefited from the dry ration kits, which was sufficient. We have Mr. Rohit Shilatka, the founder, joining us, and I request you, sir, for your acceptance message.
Grand Maratha Foundation was established 8 years back with 2 main goals. Number 1, to help our farm widows stand on their own feet, and number 2, make the farming community stronger and self-sufficient and debt-free to prevent any more suicides. We have connected to hundreds of farming families since we started, and we have come a long way, but there is still a long way to go. I'm very grateful to CSR Times for acknowledging and recognizing our efforts and considering us for a bronze medal. Thank you all, keep supporting us, and God bless.
The next Bronze Award is in the healthcare sector, and this is being awarded to a startup, Chetak Foundation. They're being recognized for their project, Swasthya Plus Health. Chetak Foundation decided to focus on helping frontline workers during the COVID scenario. The foundation felicitated the underprivileged drivers and the COVID frontline workers at hospitals. Some of the hospitals were Sir Gangaram Hospital, Delhi Metro DMRC, and Indian Oil Corporation, with high-quality dry ration and sanitization kits. Free eye checkup camps were organized for the underprivileged truck drivers, and they were provided with free spectacles by the Chetak Foundation. Mr. Arun Arora, the director, joins us. Congratulations to you, sir, and to your team, and requesting you now for your acceptance message.
I am Arun Arora, Director, Chetak Foundation. Chetak Foundation is a CSR arm of Chetak Logistics, and it has been set up as a tribute to the founder of Chetak Logistics, Shri J.K. Sharma ji. We've been conferred upon an award by CSR Times in the health category, and we are really delighted and thankful to CSR Times as well as the entire jury. At Chetak Foundation, we are determined to make a difference in the lives of underprivileged people, and we have chosen to focus in the areas of health, education, environment and road safety. We would once again like to thank you, CSR Times, the entire jury and other participants for making this program a great success. Thank you.
The next bronze award is in the healthcare category and being awarded to a startup, Prodigious Management Consultancy Private Limited. They being recognized for their project, Red Revolution. Red Revolution addresses the poor menstrual hygiene management in women, initially with 100 million women and finally in 350 million women and girls who are suffering from bacterial and fungal infections, and in certain cases with women from the cervical cancer due to unhygienic menstrual behavioral practices, adopting a healthy menstrual behavior and product. Dr. Vishwa Jyotsana, the director present with us, congratulations to you and requesting you now for your acceptance message.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude for the CSR Times Award presented to me. I feel privileged to receive this award. Thanks a million for your encouragement. Besides improving my willpower, this award also inspires me to accelerate my work and be more dedicated to my mission of Red Revolution, in which we will be creating an infrastructure for 100 million menstruating girls and women, reaching them with healthy, safe menstrual hygiene product, inculcating healthy menstrual hygiene behavior and safe disposal methods. In a way, we will be improving the overall menstrual health of women and girls, decreasing the episodes of cervical cancer, and protecting land, water and environment from disastrous devastation.
The next bronze award, ladies and gentlemen, being awarded in the category of skill development to a startup, Raj Square Charity Foundation, being recognized for the project Youth Empowerment. The program builds a professional network of engineers, scientists and technologists offering inspiration, support and professional development. By collaborating, they support and inspire youth to achieve as engineers, scientists and leaders. They encourage engineering education and they support organization with gender diversity and inclusion. Raj Square Charity Foundation is committed to providing comprehensive, affordable and quality educational services to the neediest and making India a better nation. We have Mr. Mithilesh Satyanarayanan, the founder and chairman, with us. Congratulations to you, sir, and now requesting you for your acceptance message.
It's a great honor for me and Raj Square Charity Foundation to receive CSR Times Award 2021 for the category Youth Empowerment. It gives us a very, very special feeling. Receiving an award from CSR Times, which is India's #1 CSR Times magazine, gives us real goosebumps. We would like to continue further to work hard and to continue to contribute to our community. We aim to empower youth in the areas of internships, job placements, training programs, technological oriented programs, abroad collaboration, research and innovation, patent filing, campus radio and many more. We would love to continue working on these areas, strengthen education system. This award has given us a lot of motivation and confidence to continue further and make a huge difference to our community. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Jai Hind.
The next bronze award is in the category of COVID, being awarded to a startup, Magnetite India Private Limited for the project EWS Tunnel. Electrostated water spray. By using this technology, they have saved innumerable lives, saved people from spraying harmful chemicals on their bodies in the name of sanitization. No fuel is required. It runs on water. As a result, no recurring cost is involved. This project has given benefits to society, to stakeholders and employees. Magnetite has also distributed PPE kits to government officials working during the COVID, given the machine at a very low cost to police quarters and quarantine centers. We have Mr. Indraneel Srimani, the Managing Director. Congratulations to you, sir. And may I request you now for your message.
Good evening, friends. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank CSR Times for giving me this award. I would like to show my gratitude to the chief guest, the guest of honor, and all the jury members for choosing me for this great award. I must say it's a very good forum for all the newcomers. It's a very inspiring thing which CSR Times has arranged. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone. Good night.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the category of Swachh Bharat initiatives being conferred on a startup, Huladeck Recycling Private Limited, for their project Sabko Batao E-Waste Ghatao. The main objective behind this campaign was creating awareness, electronic waste, informal disposal of e-waste, recycling of e-waste, encouraging people, especially the younger audience, to recycle their electronic waste, reduce, reuse, and recycle, promoting a sustainable, eco-friendly economy, educating the masses about the importance of waste segregation. We have Mr. Nandan Mal, the Managing Director and Chairman, with us. Congratulations to you and to your team, sir, and requesting you now for your acceptance message.
Hi everyone, this is Nandan, CMD at Huladeck Recycling. Thank you so much. It feels very, very good to win this award. Thank you CSR Times. Thanks to the jury. We are very happy to win the Swachh Bharat Initiative Award for this year. This was a drive we started in the beginning of the year, right after the pandemic, when we wanted to spread awareness about e-waste as the usage of electronics had grown across the country, and we are happy to say that this initiative has been accepted at more than 5,000 households across the country, and we have managed to recycle almost 50,000 kgs of waste from them. So thank you so much and keep showering us with all the love and the praises that you have for all these years.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the CSR Professional of the Year Award and the Gold Award being conferred on Mr. Randhir Kumar, an enterprising leader with abilities in protecting and improving the communities in which a company operates through community philanthropy, volunteerism, workforce, financial investments, and promoting responsible business practices. He formulated and implemented the vision and the strategy to assist local communities, all stakeholders, based on the organizational need, coordination of viewpoints on R&R, corporate affairs and corporate communications, encourage employee and their family involvement in CSR through volunteer participation. Many congratulations to Mr. Randhir Kumar, and now let's listen in to his message.
Dear all, a very good morning and warm welcome to all of you. It's my honor to receive the CSR Professional of the Year Award 2021. Friends, I would like to quote a famous line of Sir Ratan Tata ji. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, then walk with the team. Keeping that spirit in mind, we have initiated our CSR activities in the vicinity of Tata Power Jojobera operational area. On this occasion, I would like to thank the CSR team, my Geo partner, my colleagues, and my seniors who has always motivated me in my journey. A special thanks goes to Mr. Jagmeet Singh Sidhu, our CEO, and Mrs. Foram Nagori, who always guided me in my journey. Last but not the least, I would thank CSR Times for honoring me with this award and I reiterate that in future also my small steps will definitely bring some good things for the society and for our country. Thank you. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, apart from the gold, silver, and the bronze awards, we also have special jury awards. So let's now begin with those. And in the corporate sector, in the category of COVID, the award being conferred on Volvo Group India Private Limited. They being recognized for their project Vaccination on Wheels. In partnership with Narayana Health under the aegis of CII, Volvo Group launched a unique free vaccination drive called the Vaccination on Wheels, sponsored by Volvo Group through a specially designed Volvo bus. The bus operated as a mobile vaccination clinic and provided enhanced and easy vaccine accessibility to people in hundreds of villages across several identified districts in rural Karnataka. Narayana Health supported the paramedics and staff. Congratulations to them, and now let's listen in to their message.
It's a privilege and honor for us at Volvo Group to receive the CSR Times Special Jury Award 2021 for our Vaccination on Wheels program. The Vaccination on Wheels program is in partnership with our partners Narayana Health and CII in the war against COVID-19. Friends, through this outreach, our goal is to reach out and vaccinate people from the underprivileged and rural areas or people with limited mobility across several districts of Karnataka. This is being run on a specially repurposed Volvo bus with refrigerated storage facility for vaccines and is likely to run for the next 6 months. I would like to thank the Times and all our partners for making this a great success. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, the second special jury award in the healthcare sector goes to an NGO, Mukul Madhav Foundation, being recognized for the project Promotion of Preventive Healthcare. The project focuses on setting up and upgrading existing medical institutions, giving financial support to the less privileged for expensive medical treatments, promoting preventive healthcare measures, spreading awareness about hygiene and sanitation to the rural population of India, organizing health checkup camps, and supporting fellowships of students in the medical field. Congratulations to them. And we have the message from Mrs. Ritu Prakash Chabria.
Namaste. This is Ritu Prakash Chabria, Managing Trustee, Mukul Madhav Foundation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank CSR Times, Mr. Harish Chandra, editor, and jury members for conferring and recognizing Mukul Madhav Foundation for its contribution in promotion of education and promotion of preventive health care in rural and urban sections of our society. While we are very happy with this recognition, we promise to work harder and to inch closer to ensure our work reaches marginalized sections of our society and creates sustainable impact. I would like to take this opportunity also to congratulate all the other winners for their work, which has been recognized by CSR Times. Collaboration and communication together will always help us increase our reach and support. Thank you once again for the CSR Times Award and recognition for our foundation. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the category of exemplary individual contribution, the silver award being conferred on Shalin Parekh and Bhavesh Vikram Bhavasar. They being recognized for their project Anti-Overdose Abuse Deterrent Technology to Combat Opioid Abuse. Their discovered patented technology opened up new avenues for the world to combat the opioid crisis in the future. They are preventing the community from becoming involved in the opioid epidemic of pharmaceutical drug manufacture and assisting India in addressing the drug misuse crisis. Prevention of society's underpinnings leading to child abuse, sexual and domestic violence, increasing crime, tension, disease, and women's loss of peace and security are some of the areas which they are covering. If I can request him now for his acceptance message.
Hello everyone, my name is Shalim Parikh and I am really overwhelmed while receiving such a prestigious national award, CSR Times Awards. I would like to thank respected judges and CSR management team for consideration of my candidature in the CSR Times Awards. It is our honor and privilege for nomination in Special Jury Award for the development of novel drug abuse deterrent technology to reduce the misuse of pharmaceutical medicinal formulations and save our society from drug abuse crisis. Thank you very much.
Myself Bhavesh Bhavsar, a very good evening to audience and most special jury members and CR Times management. We extremely honored to be receiving such an important award, Special Jury Award for our exemplary individual contribution in anti-overdose abuse deterrent technology to combat opioid abuse pandemic in pharmaceutical research. In addition, I would like to thank Shalim Parekh, who performed a similar duty and contributed equally to this research. And I am glad that you people acknowledge our effort. Thank you very much.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, being conferred on Mr. Basant Goyal. After the due diligence by Mr. Basant Goyal, elderly people have benefited. They are becoming financially independent with the support and can fulfill their daily needs with the help of the Old Age Pension CSR activity by Mr. Basant Goyal. Mr. Goyal has always supported the education of young students. As of now, many students have achieved their dreams and goals in life. Congratulations to him, and I request him now for his message.
Hi, myself is Basant Goyal from Goyal Medicoach. I am really happy and honored to have this CSR award. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, being conferred on Dr. Anshu Gupta. Dr. Anshu Gupta has been at the forefront of education, awareness about vital organs, their functions, diseases, treatment, and surgery. Pros and cons, education about organ donation and multi-organ transplant, liver transplant, and gastrointestinal disease, special support group for J-Pout surgery, brain stroke, and endometriosis, organ donation awareness, liver transplant, stem cell therapy. She's also helped the needy during COVID-19. Congratulations to Dr. Anshu Gupta. The next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, is Ms. Vishakha Arora. During the pandemic, Ms. Arora helped companies by organizing workshops for dwindling companies. The companies have online visibility now, and as we all know, e-commerce is the next big thing for India. This is not just one time, but an overall benefit that the company gets in years to come. More than 10,000 people, small enterprises, have benefited from this. This has given a boost to online businesses and local organizations. Congratulations to Ms. Vishakha, and inviting her now for her message.
Hi all, thank you very much for nominating me and selecting me for this award. I really appreciate for giving me this opportunity. I am really thankful to CSR team. I ensure with my hard work and dedication going further and in times to come, I shall try my best to serve the community and the nation in the best possible way. Thanks again for your support, CSR team. Really appreciate.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, being conferred on Mr. Muhammad Asim Khan, providing education to the underprivileged and people with disabilities and working on environmental sustainability as climate change and ESG becomes the buzzword. He has been bridging the gap between the corporate and NGO mindset, keeping the CSR agenda of 8 companies on track, has kept the impact quotient high, contributed in the areas of education, livelihood and vocational training, health, sports, disaster response, research and innovation, old age care, environment and water sanitation and hygiene, and the others through various companies. Congratulations to him, and inviting now Mr. Khan for his message.
Hello everyone, this is Asim and I'm really excited to receive the CSR Times Jury Special Award. It is really heartening to see that they have recognized the efforts of individuals who have been tirelessly working in the CSR domain to make it an impactful one. Once again, I would like to thank the jury members and the organizers of the CSR Times Award 2021. Thank you.
The next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, is Captain Ashwini Kumar Jingan. Captain Jingan has acted as a catalyst in arranging laser machines at Cooper Hospital to treat the retina. He has provided healthy food for metro workers, blankets to construction workers, and to backward communities living in the forest areas of Mumbai. Also arranging folding sticks to the blind and disabled members of the society, and also installing new computers in forest areas of Mumbai. Congratulations, and inviting her now for acceptance message.
Honorable management of CSR Times and the jury members, I'm truly honored and grateful to be the recipient of a special and coveted CSR Times Award 2021. It's an even greater honor to be placed in such distinguished ranks as those of the past honorees. To the extent that I'm being honored because of work done during pandemic times the year 2020-2021 is a very proud moment for me. But let me tell you, I did not work alone. Without the support of my better half Neelam, a devoted and dedicated social reformer with a kind-hearted persona, none of this could have been possible. The dedicated staff worked day in and day out to fulfill its role of corporate citizenship and social responsibility. This moment is an incredible and a humbling experience. The journey strengthened our belief in overgrowth of the human element and the society at large. This recognition acts as a big motivator to guide all the future activities of the company. Mr. Harish Chandra, duly supported by Ms. Mania, played a key and pivotal role in having a credible set of nominees. Again, my sincere thanks to the management of CSR Times and the jury for the honor bestowed upon me. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Editor's Choice Award. In the category of COVID and under the corporate sector, this award being conferred on Prayagraj Power Generation Company Limited, being recognized for the project Response to COVID and Vaccination Program. Being a responsible corporate, PPGCL under its CSR program collaborated with International Association for Human Values to immunize people through developing a public-private partnership model where vaccines and immunization facilities are taken directly to the beneficiaries and made available free of cost. With this program, they aim to prevent the spread of the virus and mitigate the health risk, and also to manage and run COVID-19 vaccination centers and facilitate the scale-up of the government vaccination drive with IAHV. Congratulations to them. And now, let's listen in to their message.
I am Rajesh Singh, CEO PPGCL, Prayagraj Power Generation Company Limited, a station of 1980 megawatt situated at Prayagraj, Bharat. I am accepting this award on behalf of my whole team, which is appreciated by CSR editor team. The award is on COVID category. During COVID pandemic, when the whole world was facing the crisis, PPGCL also contributed to the society with the help of Tata Power Community Development Trust. PPGCL taken a lot of initiative to support the society by distributing oxygen concentrator to government hospitals, by providing the nose mask and PPE kit. PPGCL is working in the areas of health, education, skill building, financial inclusion, and the increase the livelihood of the community. And PPGCL is very thankful to Tata Power leadership and also PPGCL board, who has guided and provided support to take the initiative to support the community in the time of COVID pandemic. I would again like to thank the entire team of CSR Times who has appreciated the good work of PPGCL.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, were the awardees of the CSR Times Award 2021. Many congratulations to them, and we wish them good luck in the future. May they continue to do the good work, what they have been doing, and may they continue to deserve awards and accolades and recognitions and rewards. Congratulations once again.
सपनों को मिले उड़ाने नहीं, अपने घर में खिले मुस्काने कहीं. Canara Home Loan, Canara Bank, together we can.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after the awards, it is time now to do some brainstorming, and towards that we have our panel discussion. And if you see, the topic which we have for the panel discussion also stands very apt. CSR during COVID-19 experiences and learnings. Now, as you know, on March 23rd, 2020, all expenditures incurred on activities related to COVID 19 were announced to be added as the permissible avenues for the CSR expenditure. It was further informed that these funds may be spent on activities related to the promotion of healthcare, including preventive healthcare, sanitation, and disaster management. And as we all know, the CSR community quickly took up the mantle to drive up its response initiatives with internal approval processes. And even before this announcement was made, in fact, we saw some examples of benevolent individual corporate leaders offering resources to combat COVID 19. Companies felt motivated to participate in COVID 19 by not only funding the non-profits and the PM Care funds, but also themselves taking part in it. So I think the topic which we have, it stands pretty much self-explanatory. Herein, we are going to be discussing the business response to COVID-19 through CSR, expressing their solidarity with the government in its fight against a public health emergency of international concern. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we open the doors to these conversations with our esteemed panel. And let me first welcome our moderator, Mr. Praveen Khan, the head CSR, Spark Minda Foundation. And we now have our esteemed panelist, Mr. Sanjay Sood, General Manager, Supply Operations, Novozymes, South Asia Private Limited. Our next esteemed panelist is Ms. Santhi Piriyasamy, Head, Rhythm Foundation. Ms. Amrit Rai, Partnerships Head, Zomato Feeding India. And Mr. Gaurav Jain, Trustee, Roop VK Jain Foundation and Director of Roop Automotives Limited. So once again, welcome to our panelists. And with that, as we begin our conversations and dialogue, I would like to hand over to Mr. Praveen Khan, the moderator of the session. Over to Mr. Khan.
Namaste, good afternoon, everyone. People who have joined from India and different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Praveen Khan. I represent the Corporate Social Responsibility Function for Minda Corporation Limited. Thank you very much, CSR Times, for bringing in such an important discussion to all of us. The experiences and the learning during COVID-19 and the responses of corporate social responsibilities in India particularly and rest of the parts of the world. I have eminent panelists here. I have Sanjay Sood from Novozymes South Asia Private Limited. I also have Gaurav Jain, who's a trustee for Roop VK Jain Foundation and is also the director of Roop Automotive Limited. Amrita Rai, Partnership Head, Zomato Feeding India. And I also have Shanti Priyasamy, Head of Rhythm Foundation. So I'd like to welcome all my co-panelists for this very, very important discussion, the responses of corporate social responsibilities in India and different parts of the world during this COVID time. Welcome all of you, first of all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I'll be setting up the tone first of all by talking a little bit that what has been the development and the way like Indian companies have responded to corporate social responsibility. Let me take a little bit of background. 30th of January 2020, the World Health Organization declared that COVID-19 is an emergency healthcare situation across the world. In March 2020, there was an amendment brought in by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs that the expenditure for COVID relief was allowed by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs with a notification that such expenditure will be allowed to be qualified as an expenditure for CSR, Section 135. Well, we also saw there was a lot of allocation in the PM Care Fund, close to 10,000 crore rupees that came from different companies to the PM Care, and it was suggested, it was also requested that such money should also be spent for the relief of the people who are lesser privileged, who are vulnerable during this COVID scenario. If you look at it state-wise, the maximum responses was there in Maharashtra. 17% of the total expenditure of COVID relief went to Maharashtra state, followed by Karnataka and also Odisha. Well, I was looking at all the types of expenditure and initiatives made during COVID relief, and I found that there are four major categories under which expenditures and initiatives were taken. First one, of course, the healthcare. Second was water and sanitation requirement, majorly in the rural parts of the country. Third, I found was the health system strengthening, which was a support to the different hospitals or COVID relief centers which were created. And fourth, and the final one, which I categorize it under the poverty, education, and livelihood promotion. So these are the four major categories I found thematically where most of the organizations have responded. Close to 6,000 crore rupees have been spent for COVID relief in last financial year. Well, if you look at the overall expenditure from the enactment 2013 of corporate social responsibility, we recently get to know that some 1 lakh crore rupees have already been spent for various initiatives. But this unprecedented situation made people think that there is a requirement of volunteerism more than money, because the money was there, but what was important was the intent, the objective, the involvement, the volunteerism, the initiatives for the people who were vulnerable, and the responses of Indian organizations for that. So this discussion leads to that. Let me let me have my co-panelist, and I would like to first go to Mr. Sanjay Soor, who is the General Manager, Supply Operations, Novozymes South Asia Private Limited. Hi Sanjay, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, Praveen, and thank you for the nice introduction.
Thank you. So Sanjay is a chemical engineer with 25 years of experience working across Indian multinational companies. He earned his technical and management skill in manufacturing across range of sector, including polymers, resins, paints, dyes, and now biotechnology. So besides his busy schedule, Sanjay continues his passion for working for the society. So welcome, Sanjay. Well, we all are facing this situation of pandemic even today, but a lot has happened in last one and a half year, where we have seen the responses, affirmative responses of Indian organizations. I would like to know from you that how was the response from your organization, other than I understand your individual contribution towards the society. What were the critical responses of your organization during pandemic, Sanjay? Over to you.
Super, Karan, and thank you for giving the opportunity. And see, CSR start for the society, okay? And our organization always think about first employee, no? So we started with the employee. Government came up every time with a new regulation that industry has to stop 50% reduction and all. So our first priority is employee should be paid fully. So we ensure that our contract workmen, our vendors, everybody has to be paid fully from the day one. We are in essential services, so we were operating throughout the pandemic time. So what we have done for the employees is very important. We give them the confidence by providing them the additional COVID insurance, because we have a group medical insurance before. And then we give them the immunity booster in between multiple times. It includes the Chandra, vitamin C, and all those things during that time. We give them and constant communication with them. What is happening in the outside? What are we doing? How are we taking care of the employees? We ensure that our bus facility has been drastically 50%. We reduced to 50% capacity. Government came up later, but we started first. So this was about the employees, and our employees also supported a lot. None of our employees were sitting at home. They were coming to the site because they were saying that they are feeling safe inside the factory than outside. So that was the response we got from employees. And for society, it was, it was really a big storm for everyone. So what we have done is we wanted to do something honestly. So we have seen that police booths, police are standing on the road and they are not having water because everything was closed. So our employees were carrying tea and soft drinks and water in the bus, shipped bus, and we were giving on the route. We have not traveled across, but on the route we took care of the police booths so that they get water and tea and soft drinks. So that was very small but very impactful for those guys. Then we started with donation to our chief minister fund, because that has started at we given some donation of 1 million to chief ministers, and at the same time what we started as a team, we saw that neighboring industries are closed because they were not essential. So multiple our neighbors were sitting at home, so we could really see that they will slowly go through starvation, and then maybe they will turn to theft incident and all. So we just spoke in the management team in Mumbai. We said, what can we do for that? So we said, okay, let's do a distribution of groceries, and that was in the month of almost April. April 1st or 2nd week we did. First week collected the money. We have not used CSR fund because for CSR you have to apply, money get transferred, and then hire somebody. So we said, let's do it immediately. So we calculated, we collected the funds from our employees, and we could do almost 250 families covered for 1 month groceries. So we went to the villages and we distributed to the needy family, because those were working in the industry, which industry got closed. Then later our project was appreciated by whole management, and then we have been given a handsome amount from the Nozymes. And then later we did 2 times hunger eradication. That is 750 family each time. A month, enough for a month we given the groceries to the family. All the neighbors, they are Adivasis and they are villages. So we are in Patal Ganga Rasani, by the way. So that's what is a big thing we did at that moment. And then few things like you remember that time, oxygen was a scarcity, and then our team is very active, that way. They were saying, what can we do, Sanjay, for supplying the oxygen? But we cannot do because it was regulated, supply was regulated. But still we could found one, Ramakrishna, Swami Ramakrishna Mission Hospital. It was in South Mumbai, and they were struggling for oxygen. Although they were having the cylinders, empty cylinder, whereas other hospitals were struggling with the cylinder. So we ensured that the cylinder, we support them in the supply chain to pick up the cylinder, fill it, and give it back to them. So these very small things, but it is impactful. We could save a few lives with that, but I can say. And vaccination. We done the vaccination for all employees, contract employees, vendors, even the villagers. So these are the few things, which is highlighted for me, how was the pandemic for you? This was the journey for us as an Nozymes. Hope I could give a sense to you.
So thank you very much, Sanjay, for letting us know, and quite a few very, very important initiatives, reaching to the police booth and supporting them. Somebody who stood for us, and somebody has to take care of them. So very, very noble, very, very generous to know about that. And employees, of course, the major stakeholder for your organization. A small question to you, Sanjay, as a biotechnology company. Well, do you also find some business opportunities during this pandemic time?
Not a business opportunity. It was purely a social work, because our products are mostly export. We export from here, so it's mostly for the societies. But it's a good thought. We have never thought like this, Karan. But thank you for bringing that thought.
I don't feel that business or profit is a bad word. People has, broaden us shape in like that it is not admired in such scenarios. But why not? I mean, if your business is able to cater to the community, and at the same time, if you're able to make some profit out of it, it should not be, treated as an culmination. It's something. This is how somebody has to sustain. It's a subject of sustainability. You earn the more the profit, and then you spend more. This is how this has to continue, I believe. Anyways, thank you very much for the response. I now come back to Santi. You're the head of Freedom Foundation and the Social Impact Initiative of QI Group, headquartered in Hong Kong. Shanti began her career as an educator in Malaysia, National Secondary School, progressing to the role of a teacher, educator, and eventually heading the Research and Innovation Department of Malaysian National Teacher Training Institution. Wow, after 25 years of education sphere, she took early retirement from civil service to pursue her passion in serving the community. She started volunteering with a lot of organizations, NGOs, civil sector organizations. So great. I mean, I have a lot to talk about it. So rather than going to your, introduction, I would prefer coming to a question for you, Shanti. Well, India was in need, and during the pandemic, you saw that a lot of people were vulnerable who needed support. At the same time, since you have also worked in Malaysia, so how the things were there out there in Malaysia, and how was the responses of your organization and you as an individual during this period? Could you also find that there was something that happened better in Malaysia or in some other countries where you intervene, and those learnings could be brought to India also for better responses during the COVID time, Shanti?
Okay. Thank you, Praveen, and hi to everyone. So I'll start off with Malaysia. As you had mentioned, Praveen, Rhythm Foundation is the social impact arm of the QI group, right? So Rhythm actually is the acronym for Raise Yourself to Help Mankind. So this has actually, through the efforts of the founders, it has really become the DNA and the ethos of the company, right? So we've always put people before anything else, even where the business is concerned. So one of the principles that the founders has established is this called the staff social responsibility, because we believe it's not just about providing funds, and we are not just grant makers. Through the Rhythm Foundation, of course, the company does very, very commendable projects on ground in Malaysia and in other countries as well. But apart from just providing funds, we do believe that it is very important for staff to come down on the ground and to work with these communities. So we have this initiative called Staff Social Responsibilities, which is SSR, where staff are required to do 16 hours of social work in a year, right? And that contributes to the annual appraisal for that respective year. So in 2022, we were not able to go down to the ground to do anything because, everything came as a shock to everyone, unprecedented, and we all fell back. We took a step backwards. We were not able to do anything. So we did not do anything for SSR in 2020. However, this year we told ourselves that nothing is going to stop us from getting back to the ground to do this, to carry out these noble initiatives, because it does. I mean, if you have to do it contactless, then where there is a will, there is a way. So we decided, that instead of coming down to the ground, being with charities, being with disadvantaged communities, we will, as departments, because in the QI group itself, there are so many departments like most other companies. So each one of the departments raised funds, and those funds were used to actually buy medical supplies, food ration, and all for disadvantaged communities, for the refugees, for the stateless, and all. So I think we did a wonderful job there. We raised close to about 50,000 Malaysian ringgit, and use this to do the needful for these communities within a span of 3 to 4 months. So that was in Malaysia. In India, we do have a couple of partners whom we work with on our sustainable community programs. So through them, we were also actually able to do quite a bit in India. I will just mention some of the initiatives that we had carried out in India. So Rhythm Foundation had actually worked with Global, the entity called Global, along with QNet. We went down to the ground to set up a 100-bed COVID care hospital in Bangalore to cater for the needy, free of charge. And Lions Club Chennai appealed to Rhythm Foundation for COVID relief medical supplies for locations such as Coimbatore, Erode, and Salem in Tamil Nadu. So we helped the Lions Club to look into these needs. And so with the pandemic full swing in India, one of the many neglected communities were the tribal communities. So the local councils from Kolli Hills, South India also approached us through Abhinav Gram Society. So they reached out to Rhythm Foundation for medical assistance and resources to cater to these communities, and we provided them with all assistance needed, in terms of supplying, in terms of providing medical supplies and so forth. And one of the most notable NGOs in the state of Maharashtra is Mandeshi Foundation, who is a partner of Rhythm Foundation. So they were heavily involved in COVID relief efforts there, and Rhythm Foundation provided a sum of 10 lakhs for the many initiatives they were involved in. And the most notable COVID relief initiative, the funding was channeled to, was in providing medical equipment and an ambulance dedicated to serve the COVID patients. So they also channeled some of the funds towards their 300-bed hospital, which caters to poor and marginalized communities affected by COVID. And we also work with Parinama Development Foundation, who is a long-standing partner of Rhythm Foundation. So we also donated funds to them, and the most notable COVID relief initiative the funding was channeled to was to providing ration packs to transgender groups living in Hyderabad and providing sanitation packs for daily wage earners from the construction sites in New Delhi. So these were some of the things that we have done in India, and it doesn't end with India. We've also done similar programs in Sri Lanka, in Indonesia, during the COVID, during the heat of the pandemic.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shanti, and great to know about all such initiatives. And today the learning of the day for me is like I knew about CSR and ISR, but I also learned about SSR. That's the new terminology that we could learn from your organization and the way your people actually came all the way. I also have one small question. Any learning from maybe Malaysia or any other country that could be replicated in India, if you have observed anything?
Well, I would say the message, or rather a notion that we were trying to drive across was this is something huge for anyone to be handling individually. So Rhythm Foundation was supporting the idea of stakeholders coming together. In fact, we had a symposium to reflect on the after effects of the pandemic and what can be done, what are the positive steps that can be taken. So we had various trends such as domestic violence, stateless, education for the special needs children, health and sensitization. So we had all these trends where he had very good speakers coming forward, pouring out issues on ground and providing recommendations and suggestions. We've compiled everything into a policy paper, which we hope to, because we do not know when this will end, and there could be similar catastrophes in the future as well. So that's one of the things that we have done, intending to drive the message that these are things that can be done better when we come together.
Thank you very much, Shanti. Collaboration is the key. Stakeholders is the learning during this pandemic that we all learned. With that, I'd like to go to my next co-panelist, Mr. Gaurav Jain, who is a trustee of Roop VK Jain Foundation and is also director to Roop Automotives Limited. Gaurav Jain holds an MBA degree in international marketing, and he has worked for more than 17 years in different parts of the world. He's a third generation entrepreneur, and he's also son of Honorable late VK Jain Saab. So, sir, a lot to talk again about you. You have worked in Roop in different departments like human resources, personnel, admin, corporate communication, and yes, CSR is very close to his heart for various initiatives for the community. So Gaurav, I have a lot to talk about you, and I personally know about the works that you've been doing around Roop. So, if you look at the Act, Section 135, it says that most of the initiatives of a corporation should be done in the periphery of the business. At the same time, you also would get to know that there are many other vulnerable people who are in need during this pandemic. How was the response of Roop during this period? What did you prioritize? Over to you, Gaurav.
First of all, thank you, to everyone, and thank you to Mr. Karn for reminding us that it's going to be the second anniversary of COVID in January 2022. Time really has flown by, I don't think any of us were prepared for this pandemic to happen. And having said that, I don't think anyone knew how to deal with this except to learn from each other. And I'm very, very happy to hear thoughts of the fellow panelists. There is still so much to learn, for me as well as for people at Roop Auto as well as Roop VKJN Foundation. There is a lot to learn. So something about Roop VKJN Foundation. We are a very, very young organization. It's not even 3 years old. It's named after my father, late Shri VK Jain. Yes, and CSR is something that I am personally very passionate about, and so are the members of Roop Auto and Roop VK Jain Foundation. Coming to the question, to the point, yes, definitely, when it comes to CSR, one does look at the periphery where an organization is based. Did we do that? The answer is yes, we did that as well. But we also went out. This time what we did was we believed in something called as the last mile connectivity for our CSR programs. And let me give one little background. So the second wave was different than the first wave was. In second wave, we had the vaccine, which is this year. The challenge was how to make sure the vaccine reaches people. And the second challenge was how to make sure that those people are okay to get that vaccine. So I think that is where Roop VKJN and Roop Auto got into momentum. And we started with first awareness drive with respect to the benefits of vaccine, what it will do and what it will not do, and the myths that were related to the vaccine. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who has heard multiple myths here. So that's what we did. We were successful in reaching almost 30,000 people amongst 8 odd villages purely by awareness programs. So this was step 1. Step 2 was we realized that when this whole vaccine was made available and suddenly we had CoWIN platform in India, where we all were supposed to register, we realized that none of these people actually, were able to register. So how are they going to get vaccinated? How are they going to get appointments done? So we got, and something that Mr. Sanjay also said, we also did something similar. We got our employees together and we said, guys, take your phones, register as many people as you can, and we will make sure that these people get vaccinated as soon as possible. Having said that, we were able to get almost 5,000 people vaccinated free of cost, across our plants in Haryana, across in Chennai as well, and in all the neighboring communities around all our plants. Whilst we were getting these people vaccinated, we came down to step 3. We realized that the public health centers are so backward in terms of facilities, in terms of infrastructure, that we felt it was our moral responsibility to upgrade them, uplift them, make them better, make them aware of what all facilities they need to provide. So we started with distribution of PPE kits. We started with basic infrastructure. Mr. Karn, you'll be surprised that when we went to these public health centers, we were surprised that they were even called public health centers. They didn't even have water. So we said, let's upgrade them, uplift them, make sure that they are remotely, able to handle the crowds that are going to pour into these people, into these communities. So it went on from infrastructural development right to providing PPE kits, to nurses, to doctors, to equipment, to thermometers, to temperature checks, sanitizers, you name it, and we ended up doing that all. I think I believe that on a daily basis we were purchasing sanitizers and PPE kits for pretty much all the public health centers that we were supporting. So we did this for vaccination of communities. Then the second wave also saw a lot of shortage of oxygen, as we all know. So, we are not oxygen creators as an organization. We are an auto component manufacturing organization. What we did have was our contacts. What we did have was our vendors. So we made a network. Something like Mr. Sanjay also said, we made sure that oxygen supply, availability versus need was matched. We sent our vehicles to get these oxygen cylinders safely. There was a lot of black marketing of oxygen that was happening. A lot of thefts were happening around oxygen cylinders. So we made sure we did all that. And then we also participated in creation of COVID care centers. We did this partnership with CII and ACMA in Gurgaon. And then we also did it with an organization called SVSU, where we ran a COVID care center. Where we provided free COVID care facilities, including meals to all patients as well as their caretakers, because we realized COVID being such a condition where people were not even willing to have COVID patients in the neighboring communities. So we said, let's bring them here. Let them be in these COVID care centers till they recover fully, and then we told them that now you're good to go. And of course, in the end, participation by donations in Prime Minister Relief Fund, Chief Minister Relief Fund, and everywhere, wherever we could. In a nutshell, that's what we were able to do to deal with the second wave. And I hope I've answered your question.
You did. Of course, you did, Gaurav. And it's really pleasant to know that awareness is something that you also chose as a key during this time for a lot of people who actually are not aware that how to reach to the benefits, how to get vaccinated, where to register. All of us are not actually, techno savvies who can actually do these things very comfortably. And we also saw the responses of a lot of, such applications during that time because of overload. So great to know all that. One question related to the COVID and non-COVID programs under corporate social responsibility. So Gauravji, did it happen that since majority of the initiatives were redirected towards COVID relief, so your original programs, did they get hampered somewhere where you are you since have redirected the funding towards the COVID relief, and that is why you are not able to do or continue and sustain with your original CSR programs in the periphery of your business? I'm aware about RUP's interventions in the manufacturing locations and the nearby community. Your response, please, Gaurav.
Yes, I would say it was not a conscious decision done by the foundation, but it so happened as a ripple effect that during first wave and second wave, when everyone was forced into isolation, many of the programs that were happening in the rural community, our partners themselves stopped those programs. But I'll tell you something that we continued to do. One of our pillars of Roop VKTN Foundation is education. We realized that because schools were not running, how are we going to impart education to children? This is where we came up with the concept of Mohalla Pathshala, and we got these students to attend classes maintaining social distancing in the open. So this program we were able to run very successfully, but our other programs with respect to women empowerment and community development, they definitely took a backseat. They definitely did. Yes.
Thank you for the very, very honest response. And we do understand that the preference and the priority had to be given to the immediate emergency situation declared across the world, and we all had to respond. I'm glad that you also prioritize your responses towards them. Thank you very much, Gauravji, for your responses. Now, I'd like to go to my another co-panelist, Amrit Rai. Amrit is in partnership head for Zomato, Feeding India. Amrit has 2 decades of successful career in media, spanning across newspapers, television, magazines, digital, with her last 2 stints encompassing the role of publisher of ELLE India and business head of Bloomberg Television. Amrit moved to the social sector in 2014 to make a meaningful difference in the life of the unaddressed and marginalized communities by lending her skills and time. Wow, a lot of works by you as an individual and also Zomato as an organization, Amrit. We all have seen this situation when people were having dearth and scarcity of food. My straight question, as an food beverage industry, what was the response of Zomato? A lot of people were in need and the supply was limited. How your work, your ideas, your thoughts have catered to the people most in need? Amrit, over to you.
Thanks, Praveen. I want to say thank you to my fellow panelists and to CSR Times and you, Praveen, for having me here today. I just want to throw light on some statistics before I start on telling everybody what Feeding India by Zomato has achieved. So there are 194 million Indians that will go to sleep hungry today. There are 230 million Indians that have been further added below the poverty line based on a Nazim Premji University study conducted and released in May 2021. So the consequences of hunger that COVID has created are vast and large. And during the first wave, what we recognized was that people were left stranded and there was a lot of migration happening. So we successfully launched 2 programs. One was Feed the Daily Wager, because it was the daily wager who was moving into his own home in his village, and the second was Meals for Migrant. So under the Feed the Daily Wager, we managed to raise 15.8 crores within 1 week and 32.5 crores for the program, and we distributed ration kits amongst these daily wagers. Simultaneously, we launched Meals for Migrants, which was a program where we had transit as people were transitioning at entry and exit points across 181 cities. We had food distribution points which we were working on across the first wave, and we recognized that it is so important to feed people. And during the first and during this program, we distributed meals, 8.2 crore meals completely. Then the second wave hit. And one of the things that we recognize, even though we are Feeding India by Zomato, we recognize the need of the hour was that India was gasping for oxygen. So we quickly mobilized into that sphere of delivering for the nation and rising to the occasion. And we launched a program, India Needs Oxygen, and managed to fund the program with 66 crores. And I must say it's thank you to a lot of individuals who rose to the occasion, corporate partners, institutional partners who actually contributed, and we managed to release 9,209 oxygen concentrators in areas, 315 districts to be exact, where the need was the most. We also had 27,000 volunteers mobilized to help us engage during our Feed the Daily Wager and Meal for Migrant campaign. All in all, Feeding India has distributed 15 plus crore meals across the country. We have a presence, and our program is so unique that we work not to reinvent the wheel, but we work collaborative and collectively. And I think, Praveen, you mentioned when Shanti said something that it's about collaboration. And we collaborated with partner suppliers, partner vendors to source ration kits, and partner NGOs to actually enable and ensure that the last denominator was receiving food supplies, which was so important because hunger is something so debilitating that we had to address it immediately without wasting any further time. Even during floods and disaster related events like the Assam and Bihar floods, Nisarga, Amphan, we were one of the first to act within 48 hours of it happening. And in fact, we were so quick during the first wave when it was Feed the Daily Wager that we were able to mobilize and help within 12 hours of the first wave affecting fellow Indians. And what's really beautiful about our program is the theory of change, which is that we wanted to provide meals to people without them having to leave their homes. We wanted to ensure that the most disadvantaged got relief within the right time frame. and we wanted to save the life of people when there was an oxygen shortage. So that in a nutshell, kind of speaks about how we are so quick to respond whenever India has needed it, even when it is not core to our organization's mission, when it was the second wave.
Great knowing that, and we do understand somebody sometime, was taking care of some of the people in a rural community, and I asked कि यहाँ पर सबसे ज़्यादा आवश्यकता क्या है? किसी ने कहा कि लोगों को खाने के लिए खाना नहीं मिलता, and then I asked that organization representative that why are you doing education there? आप education तो नहीं खिला पाओगे, रोटी खिलाना पड़ेगा. So how do you look at it? So we all understand the need of the roti, but at the same time, the need of education, skilling, livelihood promotion is also significant. This is how the overall ecosystem can be created. But Amrit, I have a curiosity to know, like Zomato, which has been used by the probably the newer generation who are in access to a mobile phone and those who are capable handling it. A big chunk of people in the rural India, they are deprived of having a mobile phones also. I don't know, how could you be able to cater to those people during that time? I just have this curiosity to know your responses, please.
Thanks for that question. It's a very good question. One of the things that we work on is that we work with partner NGOs. And this program allows us to scale and sustain because we do not go into an area and recreate a program. We work with partner NGOs, we identify the beneficiary groups, and we ensure and enable that we provide them with the right help that is an assistance that is needed, especially when it's to do with food. So we distribute ration kits in the remotest of areas, and during the first wave, we even reached Tripura, even Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh in the north, right up till Tamil Nadu and Andaman and Nicobar Island as well. We had a distribution drive for ration kits during the first wave. What is also really wonderful is that our processes are reviewed very regularly by Grant Thornton on a pro bono basis, and this helps us bring the kind of qualitative and transparent lens into the program that is so important for the program to do well. So I think that because we work with partners, we work to enable partners through our food support, which helps us to reach the last mile in the last corner of the country. I hope I managed to answer your question.
Absolutely. Bang on. I mean, that's something, you need not to reinvent the wheel, but you actually can partner and leverage the strength of each of the partners to get to the problem statements solution. So thank you very much, Amrit, for that beautiful response. Well, we have a wonderful discussion so far. Well, my next set of question is going to be just one question to each one of you. How are we prepared for the time to come? Well, I'll be giving 45 seconds to each one of you. What is in your mind? We get to know about the new variant, Omicron, which is impacting, which has a very high, mutation, and it's all not damaging. It does not have much of the mortality, which I have read so far. But how is our preparedness? We have seen that the ecosystem overall has disturbed the production, the manufacturing organizations. Things were stopped when actually we were deep in that situation of disaster of pandemic. How are we preparing ourselves? So I'll be requesting you to restrict your response in 45 seconds, starting from Sanjay.
Karan and Praveen, see, it's the fear was the first factor. No, wave one, even wave two was little less. So fear factor is gone. Okay, it's gone means we are more careful about high yield and self-contained in the area. So we are geared up, we are ready because our risk assessments are ready. For every industry, we know what to do and what not to do is very important. So we learn. So this learning will take us through this journey. And even government is geared up. Hospitals are ready. our people are trained. So everybody is ready for handling if any wave 3 or wave 4 or wave 5. I don't think that the impact will be similar like what we have seen in wave 1 or wave. That's what but let's hear out from the others.
Wow, wonderful. What not to do? That's also important. Rather than a lot of things being done, what is not to be done? That's very, very important learning to be taken out. That's another takeaway for me for the day. I go to Shanti. Your response, please. You kindly unmute yourself, Shanti.
Maybe. Sorry about that. So there is a saying, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So that's what we had learned in this past 1.5 years, or a bit more than 1.5 years. So I would say that some of the elements that we have to consciously take note of is preparedness, that you had mentioned just now, collaborations that I had explained just now, awareness, sensitization. So basically, these are the things that we really have to promote, because at the bottom of everything is to what extent is the community aware and educated about what has happened and being prepared to face what is to come.
Wow, that's again a very, very wonderful response. And sensitization, awareness, collaboration, these are the learnings for this entire chapter that we have seen in last 2 years. Gaurav sir just told me that this is the second year. I could realize that. I made everybody realize it's going to be second year, and we really need to be very, very prepared about it. So with that, I go to Gauravji once again to you.
I think staying calm is most important for organization. If organizations are calm and they are strong and stable, can people who are associated with these organizations can replicate that? That's number one. Our learnings from past should actually become our working experience now. That's most important. Let's not become careless. COVID is still here. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's only going to come up in different variants. And let's be proactive and find new ways to deal with this. And something that Miss Amrit said, there's no need to replicate something which already exists. So let's be proactive and find new ways and maybe modern ways of dealing with what we have gone over the last 2 years. So yeah.
Thank you, Gauravji, for a beautiful response. Stay calm. That's again like I'm just finding out the catchy terminology out of the best of the things that you've spoken, Gaurav. And finally to Amrit. How are we?
Thanks once again. Yeah, I think we need to all move from competition to collaboration. I think that we have to continue to be cautious, and I think Gaurav and Sanjay and Shanti have covered all the points. But I think that if we start looking at how do we collaborate with each other rather than we compete with each other when there's a disaster, we'll definitely be able to help more people. And I think we saw that in the first and second wave, and we need to stay on course. And of course, we need to continue to be vigilant. We cannot say that COVID is done and dusted. We need to wear a mask. We need to sanitize. We need to keep our social distancing alive, our practices alive. And I think that we will get over the there will not be a third wave if we continue to be careful.
So wow, wonderful. We had a great day of learning and a very, very beautiful deliberation so far. We learned the importance of employees, their volunteerism during this pandemic time, the significance of stakeholdership, sensitization. We just learned what not to do. Awareness is a key which has to be brought into the people who are not actually having access to digitization, to technology. How do we take it to them? And the importance of the partnerships and collaborations. We also have a lot of learnings. I represent an organization called Minda Corporation Limited, and I would like to mention two of our initiatives during this pandemic time. One of them is a set of people who are persons with disabilities. Trust me, they were one of the most vulnerable lot during this pandemic time. And they were not having even access to some of the digital applications to get food delivered at their places, and production was not going on. They cannot go out because of the lockdown, and they were not having access to anything. During that time, we took food to them. We have provided ration kits to persons with disabilities at their doorsteps. So we also have to keep an eye around our periphery, that who are those most vulnerable groups, maybe that LGBTQ plus community. What are they doing during this time? They don't have any means of earning wages, and we really need to look at them, that what is the solutions for them, other than, of course, there are many other vulnerable groups we have. We also have vaccinated our 16,000 people across our organization in different parts of the country. We were among the first few organizations in the country to make a commitment that all such people would be vaccinated by our group. And this drive has completed for the first round of vaccination for all 16,000, and the second round is going on right now. I don't know, statistically, we heard that those who are vaccinated, the impact of COVID is lesser to them. So these all things are very, very important. Last but not the least, collaboration, partnership is the key. If you look at SDG, the 17th SDG talks about partnership for goals. So each one of us have some or the other role to play to sustain in this ecosystem, be it at a tough time like this pandemic. We have overcome these two waves, and we can see that we are able to mitigate things, and we are not allowing the third wave to come. We won't allow the third wave to come. And with that commitment, let us wrap this discussion up. We look forward, and let's not become careless so that we won't allow the third wave to come. I would like to stop here. Thank you very much, Vatika. And to all my co-panelists, thank you, CSR Times, for organizing such a healthy discussion. We have a lot of learnings that we can take away and we can replicate in our organizations. Thank you once again to all my co-panelists and CSR Times.
My journey of insurance and investments began at the same time, when I invested in LIC SEEP. In this fast-moving world, SEEP can balance your funds with security and growth. SEEP will take care of the ups and downs of the market and will give you fruitful results so that you enjoy the ride. And when SEEP is with you, you can soar high!
LIC's unit-linked insurance plan SEEP offers savings and protection so that you can soar high in your life. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
Thank you. It's been a very excellent panel with some very key insights and thoughts shared by all our speakers. The panel, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, they emphasized on building a nation strong enough to fight any battle against viruses. The concept on what to do and what not to do as a part of the CSR initiatives was well discussed. Also, the panelists explained how important it is to understand the needs of the society and how instant solutions to it is required. Everyone on the panel was in agreement with the fact of accepting the new normal and moving on. We had view from various sectors in this panel, but everyone had one thing in common, and that was combating against anything as a nation together. So it has to be compassion, collaboration, cooperation in fighting something like this, which is so unprecedented. Thank you so very much to all our panelists for the views and perspective. And I hope we leave the COVID behind and we are now much in a safer zone, though we do have another variant coming forward. But with the learnings, what we have seen from the Delta variant and the previous variant, I'm sure we are going to be able to combat it better. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming almost to the closure of this event. And I would like to now request and invite Mr. Harish Chandra, the editor of CSR Times, for his words of thanks for everyone and for his concluding remarks. Over to Mr. Chandra.
Thank you, Bimbi. Thank you for conducting such a wonderful event. Good evening to all of you. On behalf of CSR Times, I thank you all for your kind contribution to the success of this 8th National CSR Summit and Awards 2021. Although the pandemic situation is getting normalized day by day, but still we are taking some precautions as we are not attending the large gathering and some of the corporates are still working from their home. So we are doing this summit virtually, and I'm sure that in another 1 or 2 months everything will be normalized and we will be doing our coming events on ground, and I'm sure that all of us will be there personally. So first of all, I would like to thank today's chief guest, Shri Ajay Bhattji, Honorable Minister of State for Defence and Tourism, Government of India, and our guest of honor, Shri Ranga Appaji, Honorable Member of Parliament Lok Sabha, for attending this e-summit. I also thank to our jury chairman, retired Justice M.S.A. Siddiqui ji, our esteemed jury members, Dr. Ashutosh Karnataka ji, Mr. A.K. Tyagi ji, and Mr. Ravi Shankar ji for their valuable support. I also thank our sponsors, LIC, Wadia Hospital, QNet, Canara Bank, Bank of India, RCF, and our outreach partner UNGCNI for their valuable support to this summit. Our aim is to felicitate those who have done remarkable work for the marginalized and underprivileged in the field of healthcare, education, women empowerment, skill development, etc. through their different CSR initiatives. I salute and congratulate all the award winners from PSU, government, corporate sector, corporate foundations, NGOs and individuals for their commitment towards the service of humanity and society through their remarkable CSR projects. It is more so commendable during this pandemic time. I am sure that this award will not only motivate you and your team to further excel in the field, but will also motivate others as well. Last but not the least, I extend my gratitude to our eminent panelists who have enlightened us by their rich views and experiences on the subject during this summit. I also want to thank my entire CSR team for doing a commendable job.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of another successful edition of CSR Times Summit and Awards. Thank you to all our eminent speakers, participants, delegates for being a part of it and contributing to the success of this Summit and Awards. And wishing you all many, many more accolades and awards and recognitions and awards. With that, this is your host, Bhimi Chaudhary, signing off. Thank you.